mention that we are telling the Oprah joke over the telephone, if anybody wants to call.
Oh, my gosh.
Since last Wednesday. Everybody gets a good kick out of it.
Are you cracked or what?
It's Make Your Own News Monday on WZTA, Miami Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and the Palm Beaches. 7 o'clock on the Neil Rogers Show with Glenn the Bird Hill, Captain Dave, and Uncle Neil.
You know that Jimmy the Geek is kind of like the Vanna White of football?
In what way?
Oh, man, I'm telling you, he is camping it up so bad on those pregame shows now on CBS.
Is he really?
Him and Brent Mousberger. And they're doing this, like, slapping each other on the arm and hitting each other in the neck and belting each other. And, you know, just, it's slapstick. It's embarrassing. Mm-hmm. That's what America's all about. Vanna White and Jimmy the Geek.
Think about it.
Okay, let's give those tickets away now. Now, I really don't know how to do it. It is interesting, though, since I mentioned that the action on the line seems to have increased dramatically. Like they're all flashing frantically, you
just
freeloaders.
A coincidence.
Bunch of freeloaders on FM, you know?
Has
I
nothing
bet you when
to
the
do.
mail comes in today, there won't be much of anything. Remember Friday, we gave them about 15 excuses?
There better not be any cassettes.
Oh, yeah, there better be a whole bunch of those cassettes.
Oh, no, because you'll never see them again. Don't send them to me.
Don't believe a word he says. He doesn't have the guts
That's what
to
you
do
think.
that. He doesn't have the guts to do it, ladies and gentlemen.
You haven't pushed me far enough yet, but we're getting close.
By the way, about those Polaroid pictures, you know?
You're never gonna forget. You're never. Gonna
I did happen to
forget that.
find some. No, not your pictures. I bought the camera.
Oh.
Have you forgotten? It's only an hour since the show started. Is that a guilty conscience you're working on?
Well, you keep mentioning some other pictures.
I didn't know that Sally was taking Polaroids.
Yes, she was. As a matter of fact.
She would have liked to have taken the ones that I found in my house.
Ooh.
Pretty interesting. Pretty surprising. Really surprising. Okay, where are we going?
Wait 1 second.
What's that?
Now, how did you just happen to stumble upon these pictures?
Well, I wouldn't say stumble.
Yeah, what would you say?
What would be a good diplomatic word?
Yeah, that's what I want to hear, your big diplomatic word.
Encountered.
Sifted through.
No, not sifted.
You were looking for something else?
Yeah.
Oh, what were you looking for?
Panties.
Did you find them?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Right with the pictures.
Great.
Anyway, who cares? Is it what difference does it make? I keep trying to explain that.
I'm just curious.
Okay. He doesn't know I found them, though. I've planted the seeds of paranoia, but... Okay,
Good.
where do we go next? No, we're not going to go to caller one. How are we going to do this? I'll tell you what. We'll take 6 little pieces of paper, okay?
Oh, we're going to have a little, whoops.
But
why do you keep hitting the mic?
Callers that have been waiting interminably.
You know something? I couldn't give a damn less, okay? So don't start with this goody two-shoes, oh, they've been waiting a long time. Maybe they're morons. How do you know? He is so out of it there. He has no idea what it is that we do. You know what? That's why.
I'm getting hip.
Are you really?
Slowly.
How long do we have to? Oh, 3 buttons.
What happened?
I hit some sort of button. The machine went awry. Sorry, go ahead.
He'll be all right. Don't worry about him. He'll be okay.
Gee.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay, there's 4, 5. See, this is the big time. This is the way we do it.
Now, how many
I bet you
hundreds?
Stan will be doing this afternoon.
How many hundreds of these are you going to do?
Just 6.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll take up some good time. 7, 8.
99.
We can kill this damn show in no time, huh? 122, 123.
This will be great.
All right, here are these 6 slips of paper. I just reached out and pick up one. Okay, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. 1.
The one you were going to get to anyway.
Hello.
I'm a winner.
You're a wiener.
Yeah.
Now, don't turn out to be a jerk, okay? Try to be a good guy, because you won the tickets.
I am. I just wanted to say that Brent Mousberger's a jerk.
Brent Mousberger? Yeah, he makes me sick.
Oh, God.
How about that Jimmy the Geek?
What a deplorable broadcast.
Yeah. You can say that again. What a deplorable game. How about those Patriots? How about that Tony Franklin who missed that 1-yard field goal or whatever that was? I mean, that guy is just pathetic.
Yeah. And that Tony Segretto's a jerk, too.
Now, what are you ripping Tony for? Tony's a good friend of mine. Why do you want to rip everybody?
I'm sorry.
Tony's a good guy.
Okay. If you say so.
All right. Why don't you like Tony?
We kicked the people out of the stadium in the Orange Bowl the other night, and one guy got thrown on his head.
What are you talking about?
The police.
The police? What does that got to do with Tony?
He was doing a remote from the Orange Bowl after the game.
You're getting to sound a little like Howard Cosell as this call goes on.
Great winner, Neil.
Well,
Yeah, how would you like to give up those tickets, my friend?
whatever you think, Mr. Rogers.
Oh, you really want to give them up?
I'm just being honest.
I don't think this guy wants the tickets.
Yeah, I
do you?
don't.
I don't think so.
Okay, bye.
I don't see the direction the call was going. I couldn't get
Yeah, I'm not giving him the damn tickets.
When he
Screw him.
started cutting Tony,
Yeah.
that was
it.
Yeah.
He
Can't
didn't-
do that.
And like he wasn't really enthusiastic. Like, hey, if you don't want to give them to me, fine. Okay, good. You don't get them.
I don't think he knew what you were giving him.
He
Tell
doesn't
you the
know from
truth.
nothing.
No,
All it is
he
just
had
a
any idea.
sourpuss, another South Florida sourpuss.
Something free? Oh, I'll take
Nothing
it.
worse than a sourpuss. It's 6 minutes past 7 on Zeta 4, and oh, geez, I threw the numbers away. Okay, wait a minute, I got to do it again.
Oh no, this'll eat up a lot of time.
Okay,
Good.
why don't you do the
weather?
Yeah, we'll do the weather while you're doing that. It's
There it is. It is number 5.
Yay.
We haven't punched it up yet. Don't count your caller before it hatches. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, jeez. Get out of here. We can't even give the damn tickets away.
don't worry about it. Got plenty of time.
Okay, hey, it's fine with me. Now, what's that? Is that an extra number? Don't rig this now. This has got to be done kosher.
Why don't you wait a while? Do it
No.
later. You want to do it now? You want to get
Okay,
it out
let's
of the
do
way?
it later. That's a good idea.
Yeah, this is number
Well,
one.
screw it. We can't even get...
We can't even give him away.
Oh, I got another number one.
We can't even give him away.
Yeah,
Isn't that
don't worry
amazing?
about it.
What an audience we've got, right? Bunch of morons. We want to give you the damn pair of U2 tickets, and all you can do is call and act like jackasses. I mean, if you can't even act a little bit civilized, forget it. We're not going to give you anything except a hard time. That's it.
You came to the right place.
Although there are a lot of you out there probably would like that. I know I would. It's 8 minutes past 7 on Zeta 4.
jeez.
and-
Jeez Louise.
Oh, yeah? You have no idea what kind of household I live in.
That's right.
Dionne Warwick is singing Promises, Promises in my house right now, but it's all for naught. Okay, so I guess we just turn off the phone. Let's start playing some music, right?
Yeah, but you do have that great mudslide, and I'm real, jealous that you have
Okay, should we play Love Will Find a Way by Yes?
that. Up to you.
Yeah!
Yeah.
This is the same guy who was playing Bubble Brain by Paul Simon last week.
Ooh, that's a good.
Oh, the boy in the bubble
And
brain.
you with that Yetta James cut. That was so embarrassing.
Oh, come
Yetta. Yenta.
Yetta James.
on. Yeah. Well, we didn't
She
play
lives
it
in
all.
Winmore Village, Yetta James. She's my favorite. We're going to send her a Wonder Mug just for being a Zeta loyal listener.
Great.
She's walking her dog right now at Winmore.
Where did they get the name for the? I mean, what's the idea behind it being a wonder?
You want to 741?
7.
You want to get it?
No, it's 709.
Oh, jeez. Those feeble attempts at humor of his,
Yeah, not today, Captain Dave.
Since he said, call the police, he's never been the same.
I know,
Since that
see.
line slipped out.
You see, he's still living on that,
Yeah.
that-
You notice now the lines are going nuts. I don't know what you people are calling for, because we gave 2 people a chance to win those U2 tickets, and you couldn't handle it. You acted like bird brains. And we don't want to be accused of sending bird brains to U2. That's this Thursday, by the way. I can't believe
Correct,
it.
in the Orange Bowl.
Boy, it seems like we've only been promoting it for 7 months.
And that's what, December 3rd?
And our promo says we'll be there at the Orange Bowl, broadcasting live from 10 a.m. to showtime. Isn't that exciting?
To personally thank you.
We want to thank you for being Zeta loyal listeners, and look for us near Gate 14A with a limited number of Zeta 4 U2 T-shirts, bumper stickers, plates, and cassette copies of the Joshua Tree.
Neat.
Isn't that neato?
Yeah.
And Gonza's going to be there. He's going to be giving away copies of that tape that goes, "Hi, Jeffy."
They might even have some Wonder mugs. You never know.
Maybe Jay Michaels will be there with some WINZ Wonder mugs to give away. The ones that he was supposed to give away Friday when nobody showed up.
Ooh.
See, all of these idiotic things like at the Marriott and all these other, I mean, how many times can you go to the well and do the same thing?
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like
see what you're
some of the
saying.
stuff that happens with this station, with the FM. Right, Tony Prado, you idiot? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. She and that Sherry Hall, man, they get together in the atrium, and they do like, they can't handle this. They can't handle the truth is finally out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're going to act like a bird brain, we're going to expose you for what you are. It's as simple as that. It's not like we're making it up. Am I right?
Well, look at me.
Who the hell is this stiff that just drove in here? Man, I tell you, this place is really something.
I have no idea.
You think people are coming back to work today?
I don't know. I
That's
really
that
don't.
guy that he just drives around the parking lot about 3 times.
Oh, yeah. We like him a lot. He's the one that just lost the U2 tickets.
Oh, it was a mobile. Great.
We still don't get any mobile callers, so you idiots in a mobile phone, I'm sorry. I don't know what your story is. You understand that?
No.
I can't figure that out.
No, I have no
On
idea.
AM, we used to get jillions of people in mobile phone.
How many?
Couple. It's 11 after 7 on Zeta 4. Marv Alpert. Isn't that his favorite group? Yes.
Yeah, it's a matter now that you mention it.
Well, we'll find a way. Speaking of other things from New York that we despise besides Marv Alpert, how about those Giants yesterday, huh? Looking good.
Was that the Philadelphia game?
No, that was the Washington-New York game.
Oh, who won that?
Philadelphia was playing New England.
I saw.
So you had one word right. It wasn't New York. It was New England.
Oh, yeah, I saw some of the overtime.
Did
That was
you
a
really?
wild game.
That was a pathetic game.
wild. Out of
Pathetic.
control.
Tragic. I mean, the
Nuts.
Patriots come from behind 31-10 with
Yeah.
less than 10 minutes to go. They tie it up. They blow a chance to win it. Then they lose it in overtime. I mean, that's just tragic.
But they kept kicking field goals.
That's quite a division, isn't it? The AFC East.
That's quite a division. Very
oh,
well
boy.
put.
And like the Bills and
What
the
a
Jets are in
game.
first place. The Bills.
Yeah, yeah. Now, who won the Washington game? Did Washington lose?
No, Washington won.
Did they really?
Clock ran out as the Giants got to the 1-yard line. I loved it.
Pretty.
All those New York Mavens.
Yeah.
And that Jimmy the Geek. Oh, yeah. At halftime, he was really gloating because the Giants were way ahead. It's not at halftime that counts, Jimmy. It's the score when the game is over.
Oh.
That's generally what counts, yeah.
Well, that's pretty
You don't
revolutionary.
get any brownie points in the standings for being ahead at halftime.
Is that right?
It's like it would be like in a horse race if your horse is ahead at the half-mile pole.
It doesn't count?
It doesn't count, no.
Oh.
You ought to be ahead at the finish, at the wire.
Well, I appreciate you straightening that
Yeah.
out, because I had a little confusion on that myself.
Oh, hey, listen, if being ahead at the half-mile pole was what counted, I'd have a lot of money in my pocket. I've had a lot of those horses in front early, and then all of a sudden they look down that stretch, and it's Puke City.
Is that how you want a term?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. It's like those rides I was talking about at the Broward County Fair.
Puke City, yeah.
7:18 on Zeta 4, and let's take some calls, but if you think you're going to win the tickets now or weasel them out of me, you're dreaming.
You
okay?
don't care if you give them away or not.
At all.
You don't care.
No.
If you feel
Because
like
I'm
it,
upset that we did not have a presence. In fact, my being there was about the only presence this station had at the
Whoa.
Broward County Fair.
we appreciate you going.
Yeah.
Thanks a
It only
lot.
cost me $100. Don't you think they got to reimburse me?
Yeah, it's a matter of
I mean, when you spend $20 to win a 50-cent Rob Lowe poster, no, actually the posters, I don't understand that thing. I mean, all you got to do is throw the dart and it sticks in the poster,
I don't know.
and they give you like 5 darts for $1 or something.
Did they have any Phoebe?
And I mean, you got to be an idiot. You got to be totally inept.
How many Phoebe posters?
I mean, even Stevie Wonder was there and winning the posters with the darts. It was frightening. I'm serious. I couldn't believe it.
So no Kate's posters.
No Phoebe Cates. I had a couple of George Cates posters. Here's Moonglow and the theme from Picnic on Zeta 4. That's what we ought to do one day, to really screw him up, get the consultants crazy. We'll come in, we'll like play Mitch Miller,
Pat Boone.
Pat Boone,
Yeah.
Eddie Haywood. Remember Soft Summer Breeze by Eddie Haywood?
Vaguely.
Great record.
Very vaguely. I think Moody River would be good.
Pat Boone, yeah.
I would vote for that.
Moody River.
By the way, if you want a copy of the Boone in the Box, just send a stamp.
We don't
supplement.
have any.
Why not?
We mailed them all out.
How can they be all gone?
Months ago
How
we
can
did
they be
that.
all gone?
I don't have any. Sorry.
Pat Boone sticking
Yeah,
something through a box.
Yeah.
See, the FM audience, they don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What FM audience?
Well-
who is he talking about?
I don't know.
All right, let's take a call. I started looking at the screen. I should have known better. Date. Whoop.
This is
What
good.
just? Wait a minute. What just happened there?
I like
Oh,
the way
just
this
knocked
is
that
going.
down.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
I like this.
Hello?
Yes.
I just lost one of my eardrums. Let me just change ears now.
Sorry about that.
Okay, good
How's
morning,
this? Is
Neil.
this better? Yeah.
Much better.
Okay.
I just wanted to schnorr for those tickets.
No chance.
No chance?
Not a chance in a million.
I figured since you were so upset over those last 2 callers, you'd get somebody who would be...
Well, you figured wrong, pal.
I figured wrong. Well, you have a good show anyway.
Okay. Now, how do you like this show so far? Be honest with me. On a scale of 1.
So far, it's a 1.
Yeah.
I never won. It's your same great show.
As always.
As always.
Well, you still don't get the tickets.
I don't want them now.
Okay, thanks. Thanks anyway.
Thank you, Neil.
Bye-bye.
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 They're nosebleed tickets anyway.
They're nosebleed tickets?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, geez. In other words, like, if you want to be up in the helicopter with Alabrera, you'd have a better chance of seeing something than where you're going to sit with the Zeta. You mean we've been lying to these people? I hear those promos where we say we have all these choice locations,
Front
all these
row.
great, front row seats.
Are they really? Are these front rows?
That's what the
No,
promo is.
it does not say front row.
I
Don't
really
start
don't
saying
know.
things like that. You'll create a problem.
Well, let's wait till the gang
Jackass.
gets here. We can ask them.
Front row tickets. Yeah, that'll be
I
the
thought
deal.
I heard a promo that said something about that.
I just heard that you had to share one of the tickets with Sir Edmund Hillary.
I got news for you. If we had front row tickets, Gary Lawrence would have them.
True.
Okay, and his family.
Mm-hmm.
You know that he has a son whose girlfriend, I was going to say he has a son whose daughter, but that wouldn't have been right. He has a son whose girlfriend is a waitress at the Melting Pot in Coral Springs. Did you know that?
Oh.
No. No, I
Well,
didn't.
that's one of those good-looking girls that work there, then. Has to be. Because they don't have any ugly girls that work there.
Want to bet? Okay, 21 past 7
Yes.
on Zeta 4. There's something wrong with this. I don't care what you say. It just doesn't sound
What'd
right
you
to me
say?
today.
Do you sound hollow?
What? You say what?
Hollow?
Yeah, a little hollow.
I don't think so.
And just not,
No, I think
You know
everything's
what it is?
fine.
It's those cans you got on your head.
what are you talking about? I bought these with my own 2 cents.
Oh,
These are
sorry.
great. What's wrong with these?
How
These
much
are
do they
Sennheisers,
cost?
$60.
Wow.
$7.22.
Okay, let's call Greg and Donald and see how they're doing. Broward County, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, dude. How you doing?
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah,
I had
let's
a little
see.
dirt on you from for SM there, Mr. Sunshine over there.
What about him?
He's talking. I think it was Friday or Thursday, saying how you don't have a show unless you have something to complain about.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I don't believe it. Hey, Rickles has been doing it for years, right? He's still around.
Well, at least we have a show,
Hey,
okay?
you've got one, yeah.
At least we've got one, which is more I can say for some people in the business, not to mention him. And by the way, when we started locking this door, the man was actually crying in the atrium out here.
That's
Can you
true.
believe it? A
That's
grown
true.
man in
Material, huh?
tears.
There's no material with that door locked, huh?
That's right.
I'm a little narrow over the phone. What is it?
I don't. Well, that's because of this lousy speakerphone.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
this a little better?
Oh, yeah, great.
Okay.
How you doing, Glenn? That's good, huh?
Had my mouth full of coffee. Great.
Hey, yeah, I got some old dirt on SM over there. This is a while ago. Yeah, you was talking to some English guy. You still with me?
Yeah, I'm with you, sir.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know
mean,
where
this
we're
is
going.
This is like incredible.
Go ahead, rip the crap out of him. I don't care.
Yeah, so this guy called up saying how great you are, and this is after you left, and how great Stan is.
Yeah.
And he's trying to give him a new word. He says, Stan, you should use this word instead of Neil's incredible. He should say horrendous. And that was there was an eternal laugh from Stan on that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then Stan was saying to him, "What do you think? Think we'd make it big? Think they'd let us on over in England?" And the guy says, "Oh no, you'd never get on in England." And Stan said, "Well, maybe they'd take Neil in England, And then he said, I guess that was a reference to that maybe the English are a little swishy or something,
The English are a little swishy. What do you want from people who worship a queen, sir?
Yeah, right. In fact, now that you say that, this guy, I recognize this guy's voice from months before when I listened to it on INZ.
Yeah.
And it was the guy. It was the same guy that called up, and he was all bragging
that's
about you.
wrong.
One day you were bitching out the Canadians and bitching out the Queen and the royal family and shit.
Yeah.
But apparently you converted him along the way because he was, talking good about you.
Great. Okay, well, listen, it's been an illuminating call.
Yeah, it's been great. I'd like to thank Jay Michaels. He's the guy that chased me over to INZ about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Chased me up that thing, so I appreciate it from him. He turned me on to his show, kind of.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Well, he's chasing a lot of other people, too.
Yeah.
Okay, listen.
Arlene, she's...
Say goodbye, would you please?
Saved me,
Oh.
what's his name? Mike Venerio, when I'm driving around, she can...
Would you say goodbye, please?
Yeah, okay, goodbye.
Okay, thank you. I mean, he was not a bad guy, but he could have gone on till 9:30.
Oh, yeah.
We could have written up to number 400 on the slips, and he would have still been going. Look at those phones, man. These people are like vultures. You ought to be able to relate to that. All they got to do is sniff that there might be something for free, and the line, they're just going crazy. It was a typical Monday morning, and there was not much happening, and all I did was mention that one lousy pair of tickets from, like, up in the rafters there. Like, in fact, it's in the John is where you sit.
The
Right.
people might
I
like
don't
that.
know. It could be some good tickets, but I was just presuming since it was the last
In
batch
other words,
of
you don't
tickets.
really know, but you just open a big mouth and you make it sound
Yeah.
like we're a bunch
Well, I
of... We
didn't wanna
already
say
embarrassed ourselves by not being at the Broward County Fair. Now you're trying to say that the U2 tickets we're giving away are stiffs? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, well,
Stiff.
it gets you in the Orange Bowl to hear the great music and,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm. And smell the aroma.
I won't
Okay.
say they're bad tickets, but bring binoculars.
26 past 7 on Zeta 4, and let's go to, well, I guess Dade County. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Hi.
I'd like to talk about Brett Musburger.
Brent Mousberger?
Yeah, that geek. That guy proves that there is gravity because his eyelids are hanging lower than, well. And this guy, the funny thing about watching the game Saturday, it wasn't just enjoying watching Notre Dame getting their butt kicked. It was just like Brett Musburger trying to cover up for what he said about UM, like they're not a great team or anything.
Yeah. What the hell does he know?
What the hell does he know?
Right.
Well, I got an idea, Neil. Why don't we take the UM defense and put it with the Dolphins? Just kill the Dolphin defense. Line up against the wall somewhere in Little Havana and shoot him.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Jeez.
Maybe wound him a little bit, but not kill him.
I mean, Dan Marino's allowed to have a day off.
Hey, Dan Marino yesterday was like out to lunch. He wasn't even there. They were
But
They were playing in Buffalo, and he was in Winmore.
After carrying the team for 2 years.
He was in Winmore Village looking for a Wonder Mug.
Yeah, the Geritol gang over there.
Yeah. Well, listen, good luck to you, sir.
Okay, have a nice day.
You too. Have a wonderful life. Okay.
Shoot him.
Nice young man.
Only a football game.
Hey, listen, what's more important?
Yeah, really. God.
Where are your priorities?
Yeah, you're right. I got to get my priorities
That
straight.
Don Shula, man, what a jerk. The game is passing him by.
Yeah.
Life is passing him by.
Mm-hmm.
We got that great, beautiful new stadium. Now all we need is a football team. Wouldn't that be great if we had a team?
Well, maybe Piper High could take over.
Or maybe Killian High.
Speaking of stadiums and coliseums and such, I heard from a good source that the Heat is history.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
You mean they didn't sell the 85,000 tickets that they needed to sell?
That
This
was,
is the
that
same-
was academic anyway.
Really?
I heard that it's over with.
Hey, wouldn't that be great? Now, this would save us another embarrassment. We've had a lot of
true.
embarrassments in this town, but this would save us yet another colossal humiliation.
I heard they're going to use the Coliseum to play concerts in.
Oh, really? I heard they're going to have cockfights there.
I think you're right,
Yeah.
Neil.
Buenos dias, amigos. Hey, listen, when
more
all these
money.
new Cubans come in, man, we got to have something that they can relate to.
And they can
Right?
roll, money will just roll in.
Isn't that what we need is some more like refugees here? I think that's exactly what we need to kind of spice up our lives a little bit. It's been boring. It's been pretty boring. Let's have about 50 million refugees and we'll bring them all into Dade County, okay?
Since 1980.
Just keep them out of Broward.
Yeah, no Broward.
Oh, and then yesterday you would have died if you'd have seen this. On This Week with David Brinkley, they had Mayor Sewers on.
Who?
Xavier Sewers.
Oh, yeah.
Suarez.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
And did you see it was one of the funniest things I ever heard in my life. He said the Cuban immigrants who came here before 1980 set all kinds of records for productivity and getting jobs. And I thought to myself, where do you look that up? Like where is the record book to find about productivity of immigrants? You know, like it's like saying, well, when the Irish came in or the Jews came in or the Poles, you know, in the early part of the century, they weren't very productive, even though they worked in the sweatshops 30 hours a day. How can he come up with a line like that and get away with it? You know, and all these great journalists, George Will is sitting there, and Sam Donaldson with that plastic face of his, and David Brinkley was a good guy, but he's been mummified for at least 5 years now.
And
He
they
needs
just
a new suit.
They just let it go.
And they just let it go. And the Cuban immigrants who came here before 1980 have set all kinds of records for what? What the hell is this man talking about? What a panderer he is. Just the worst.
I think they have
The
set
worst.
records in cockfighting, though.
Yeah, oh, there's no question about
in
that.
Santeria, also.
Or at least in part of that. It's 7:30
Let's just let that go.
on Zeta 4. Yeah, fighting is what I was talking about.
I know.
Now, somebody out there with a dirty mind, you know, will say, there's another indecent shot. You know, that Buddy Nevins at the News Slum Sentinel? What is with that guy, anyway?
What's with that paper?
Every day, every single day, he's got another story about... It's a non-story. There's nothing going on, buddy.
Anything you read in that paper, I would take with a grain of salt. That paper is just incredible. They don't.
When is their spot coming up?
Oh God.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Oh, God.
Broward County, hello.
Stan, how you doing?
Okay, George, how are you?
You're the greatest, Stan.
Yep.
No change.
Yep.
Get a job.
Okay.
Don't buy a house.
Well, wrong show, but the right idea. Yeah, the
I
right
like that
idea.
call.
Yeah, he was good. He was perfect for Stan. Stan is good. Like, he's following, basically I almost said dead air. That would have been nasty because Jay wouldn't like that. But they're desperate over there, you know what? And at Mark Kuhn, he's going to turn that AM into a parking lot.
Is he?
Yep.
You predicted that a while ago.
Oh, yeah, when he first came here, as a matter of fact. I said, give this man enough time and enough leeway, man. He'll turn this whole place into a gigantic parking lot. And he can. The same man who gave us Daffy McCallum, and tomorrow being Tuesday, that brings to mind TalkNet, and all that other brilliant, innovative talk, man. The same guy who gave us that is going to really do a number over there. You can go to the bank on it.
I thought you said he was going to...
I don't want to say how small the number will be.
You said he was going to turn it into a Chinese restaurant.
There are 2 Broward lines not flashing, by the way, and wouldn't you be embarrassed and humiliated if we gave away the U2 tickets on one of the lines that you're not ringing right now? What does that mean? At 779-3600, how could we give them away on a line that's not ringing?
Well, what you meant was, wouldn't you be upset if you gave the tickets away and you weren't calling?
Yeah.
No, it could be you.
Oh, there they go. Now, we're not going to give them away right now.
But you never know.
Broward County, hello.
Hello, how are you doing today, Neil?
Great, how are you?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. Another
Great.
weekend.
Yeah.
I'm and gone. Never made it to the fair, but
Oh, the
I
fair.
thought about it.
The fair was so much fun. It was great.
Yeah, I'm going to try to make it to the circus, one of these years.
Have you ever had that fried dough?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because I looked at it, and it looked so tantalizing. I can't eat stuff like that. But
Yeah, I know.
was,
The fried food will do you in. That's the only thing. Go on one of those wild rides, right?
Yeah.
Then get off, and you can't stand the fair anymore after that. I think that's what kind of kept me away, as I remember that. You go on a couple of rides.
Well, I went
all of a sudden, all you smell is kind of like greasy food.
No, there was a lot of good food there. In fact, I'll tell you what I did have. I had one of those Italian sausage sandwiches with peppers and onions.
Oh, now those are good.
Oh, is that good? Man, was
you have to have those every time you go to any kind of fair.
Yeah.
I got a 2-year-old here who, when he hears your promo, that Neil song, he starts singing it.
Great.
I could never get him to sing it, with you on right now, but he does sing it when he hears it.
Well, we like that kind of infantile touch on this show.
Yeah.
It makes me feel at home.
You've got age 2 and up, right?
Yeah.
That's really good. Now, do I win the U2 tickets for that?
No.
Oh, well, at least I tried. I gave it my best shot.
You sure did.
Okay, you have a good day today.
You too.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. You too. You too. You too. 7:33 on Zeta 4.
Me up in the morning. Neil wakes me up with a smile.
Yeah. Drinking my coffee, munching on my donut. With Zeta 4 on the dial.
Get ready to go to school with Neil. With Zeta 4 on the dial.
Driving to work in my rolls with a darling Neil. With Zeta 4 on my dial. Oh, really?
Neil, 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 Neil. Neil, 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 Neil.
Unbelievable.
Neil, 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 Neil. 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 Neil, 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 and 3.
What do you think of a guy who runs around in a retail store with a thing on his back, a thing that says unbelievable and incredible? What was his name again? Did I lose his card?
I forget.
Oh, that would be embarrassing. It was Wolf Camera.
Yeah.
And
In the Broward Mall?
Carl Glass.
In the Broward Mall?
The Broward Mall.
Okay. Right.
Broward Mall is, and I guess all the malls now, just packed.
Oh, yeah.
Packed.
Oh, God.
With incredible-looking people these days.
I told you.
Yeah. So if you're into shopping or you're into trolling, good luck to you.
Any mall will do, I think.
Anyway, I turned around. We were sitting there at the circus, and I turned around and I looked behind me. It's 25 before. It was one of the most freaky things that has ever happened to me. What are the odds on that, And here was this very attractive young man, about, I would say, 20.
Yeah.
And a nice-looking young lady.
Oh, we're getting close to this story again.
Well, I've already kind of spelled it out. What do I have to say?
No.
I mean,
I got it.
Did you?
It
well,
was
I
kind of
did too.
convoluted.
Several times, as a matter of fact, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't want to go into that because that could be interpreted as indecent and
All right.
immoral and offensive to decency and morally offensive and all of that other.
But I like the
Kind of
story.
like Tony Prado.
I thought it was a good story.
That's going to be our poll question a little later on Zeta 4 today. Seriously, is Tony Prado indecent or obscene? Our promotions director.
We're bringing in Lee himself to do that poll. Did
Who's
you
that,
know
Lee
that?
Fowler?
Lee Fowler, yeah.
I think that's a poll that calls for a professional pollster. So, Lee, if you're listening.
Yeah, we're not bringing...
She's going to get all bent out of shape again.
Oh,
you
I
what?
know.
She's going to be
God.
whispering with Sherry Hall in the hall.
Oh,
And
I
I'm
know.
not saying anything. I'm not saying
You can stay out of it?
It was Caprita. She went in there and he pulled them and they went on the air with it. Oh, it was just disgusting. They were eating on the
totally
air, making
innocent.
guttural sounds. Oh, it's just terrible.
They're still upset about it.
I mean, what do you want? You still want your .3, honey? Is that what you want? Because we can arrange it. You know what I'm saying? No problem at all.
No.
Call up Jeff Chase. Get him back in here. That's good for an immediate 1-point decline automatically, even when you're only doing a 1.
So why do they still have Jeff Chase's picture in the lobby?
You notice, are they trying to give us a message? Like, none of us. Okay, isn't it interesting? This is the morning show on what is obviously the more important to them of the two stations. So this is the biggie.
Yeah.
And none of the three of us have a picture anywhere on either wall, not just on the FM wall, but AM, BM, PM, or FM. There is no picture of any of us.
But Jeff Chase is
But
up
Jeff
there.
Chase, who doesn't even work here anymore, he's got this beautiful color portrait.
It's a good picture.
Yeah.
Don't you have a Polaroid camera?
Yeah, I'll bring in my Polaroid.
Oh, we'll get Sally.
We'll bring in our specimen camera. I'll bring in some of those
That'd be
pictures.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
No, I don't have them. They're
Oh,
gone.
okay.
They're in Atlanta. 7:37. Trust me, on Zeta 4. And where shall we go next, he asked. Oh, I see. No, don't worry about it. I'll just punch him up. I'm used to this. Dade County, hello.
Well, hello, Neil.
Hi.
Hey, what's happening?
Not much. What's happening by you? How come you're not in school yet?
Huh?
Say what?
I got suspended
You got suspended for what?
for fighting because of a black kid, messing with me.
A black kid wrestled with you?
No, messed with me.
Oh,
and I
he
didn't
messed
like
with
it.
you.
And so I fought with them.
Yeah, and now you're both suspended.
Yeah, also, Neil, where did idiotic jerks get off calling you and telling you they don't want the tickets and cursing at you?
Yeah, what kind of morons are they, right?
Yeah, man. Especially that first caller sitting there telling you that first he wanted the tickets, then he told you.
Yeah, then he started ripping Tony Segreto. Nobody rips Tony Segreto on my show. He's a good guy.
I know, and then that other guy calling you bad name and everything. They're jerks, aren't they?
Yeah.
You believe that, but I'm not a jerk.
You know what?
Oh.
You're still not getting the tickets.
Send him the black kid that he got in a
Yeah,
fight with.
yeah. You and the black kid that you were fighting with, we would have given you the tickets, but you're suspended.
All right, Neil.
Yeah.
Also...
Suspended a sentence. Suspended a sentence. Remember that in The Godfather?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. What are you talking about?
I asked you a question last time about how many fatties were in the studio.
Let me say this to you. If you would say, ask you a question, then you and that black kid wouldn't be fighting.
I asked you a question.
Okay. Ask me anything.
All right, remember I asked you how many games were in the studio?
Oh, yeah. That was a great call. Hmm.
Yeah, and so...
And you thought I was going to give you the tickets?
Yeah, but you said that you would have my answer tomorrow.
What is it to you? Why are you concerned about what people are doing with their private parts?
I'm not concerned about what people are doing with their private...
Are you writing a book?
No, but I heard it on 96, Power 96.
No, okay. Have a nice day. He's going to start talking about Queens at Power 96.
Oh, really? Is that where he
Boy.
was headed?
We don't have enough time for that call, sir. It's oh, no, I didn't cut him off because I was afraid he was going to say. We just don't have that much time left in the
Right.
show.
That's right.
'Cause if he starts running down that list, it's like reading the phone book.
You want to play a spot?
No, it's not due till the end of the hour.
No, I think we
This
might.
is No Spot Monday. No, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. We got 3 minutes.
Look at that log.
That's a 6 o'clock one.
No, it's not. It's the 7 o'clock one. And next hour we got 3 minutes. And the last hour.
No, I think we got 4 this hour.
Oh yeah, you're right. We do have 4 this hour. Well, why the hell don't you go in there? We'll play 2 of them now and 2 of them later.
7:40.
I think we're going to do a 4-minute break just because you're sitting here on your ass? You idiot. What the hell is with him anyway, man? He just comes in here with a cup of coffee and his tangerine and, hey, baby, I'm just lounging around. Yeah. I'm playing most of the music on cart today, you notice? He's like got nothing to do in there.
Yeah.
Played Yes, and that was his big production number for the day. Okay, let's do a little break. It's 6, 7, 8, what the hell is it now?
7.
7?
40.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
Are you positive?
According to my Casio.
20 till 8 on Zeta 4.
It's nearly in the morning. He's up before light. He's got the battle with him. It seems such a fright. The morning will be the same for old Bill Rogers on Portland, Maine. When I first heard him with his wit so mighty, his show was so weird, but always exciting. Now I always hear him, but won't get too near him. Oh, who knows when he'll look at my rear end that way. It's nearly in the morning. He's up on the line. He's got the battle with him. It seems such a fright. The morning will never be the same for old Bill Rogers of Portland, Maine. It's nearly in the morning. He's up before the light. He's got the battle with him. It seems such a fright. The morning will never be the same for old Bill Rogers of Portland, Maine. For old Bill Rogers of Portland, Maine. I don't know if I can do this. For old Bill Rogers of Portland, Maine.
Thank you, Elvis.
I can't hold it that long, really.
Hold this.
Or maybe you can hold it for me, Neil.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's 7:45 on Zeta 4. That's Elvis Jr. and never sounding better, right? They had an
sounded
Elvis
great.
impersonator at the fair.
Really?
But I don't think it was him.
You don't think it was Elvis Jr.?
No. Because it seemed like a bigger guy. He's kind of like a small guy. You've met him, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Good guy. I like him.
And for a minute, I thought it was him because the guy was pretty good, but I don't think it was him.
Well, this guy doesn't look like Elvis.
No.
He
Well, no, but
sounds like
any
Elvis.
of these guys, they like make up and look like him.
Yeah.
And he could probably do that, but the guy was too big
Uh-huh.
to be EJ.
Some of
I
them,
think.
went under the knife, and had plastic surgery to look like
They went
Elvis.
under the knife?
Yes.
What an interesting choice of words.
That's it.
Now, wait a minute. Who was that just went running out there again? Was that same maniac AM salesman again?
Probably, and more people
Well,
are
what is
coming
his
into
story,
the
man?
compound. Well,
Or are they coming into the compound? Well, it sure is nice seeing you folks. So we were here on Friday. We were here on Thanksgiving Day. It sure is nice seeing some of you come back to work again.
some.
Yeah. Now you'll have something to be thankful for again next Thanksgiving Day, if you're still here. Who's coming in? Anybody we know?
I can't tell you.
Tony Prado here yet with her sauce?
No, it's the car wash people.
Oh, great. Those are some of my favorite folks, although I did wash my car yesterday, so we'll pass. Now, who's behind the car wash?
Sales people.
Salespeople?
Mm-hmm.
Here comes another one.
Now, that looks like, what? That looks like Gene Cashman.
Now, there he goes. He's leaving.
Didn't that look like Gene Cashman? Who's leaving? The AM sales nut?
Gary, yeah.
Gary.
Caravan.
Isn't his name Gary?
Lawrence?
No.
Gary Lawrence is leaving?
I'm totally
He
confused.
just got here and he's leaving already. Okay. Well, if the Lawrence family is listening,
Boy, you believe they gave us a window? I don't know if they...
I love it.
yeah.
I love it. And you know that they hate it. These people can't stand it. The fact that we're sitting here monitoring that.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Okay, you too.
A little hyper.
Who, him or me?
Yeah, he was a little hyper. But
Can't turn me off, though.
That is a good guy.
And pretty soon we'll get somebody called in to turn me on. That would be a good start.
You believe he lived in this town?
You know
for-
what I mean? Like, I don't want to troll on the air like Stan Major, but it's getting to the point now, if something really exciting doesn't happen soon, I'm going to go to Sweden and have that operation.
Finally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will we be doing the show for her?
I don't know, but I might sound a little different when I come back. I might sound like Michael Jackson.
But I just, sooner or later, something's got to happen. Something good.
Something good.
I mean, why did that happen at the circus? Why couldn't I have been, for example, in Winn-Dixie, and as I went around the corner of one of the aisles with my shopping cart, I could have run into that same individual.
That's correct.
And at that point, if he probably would have been alone, and I would have said, "Gee,
is that what you would have said?"
It's a good time for something, but not me. That's not my luck. I turn around and there he is with his very attractive young lady. By the way, she was very nice. It is so hot in here. It's not my imagination. And you know what I don't understand? When we played Mitch Ryder, I went out in the hall and in the atrium, and it's like freezing out there.
I know. Always.
But there is no air where it's got to be comfortable. Don't you people understand it? You mismanagement people. It's got to be comfortable. You've got to be able to breathe to be on the air.
Really?
And they just, well, it helps. It does help. It never hindered Alan Courtney that he wasn't breathing all those years when he was on the air. But most of us, it does help if you're breathing a little bit while you're on the air.
A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't bother Bill Ross on Channel 7. He hasn't been breathing for 15 years. Barnaby Jones gets his man. Oh, jeez. 29 past 8 on Zeta 4, and where are we going to take a call from? Boca. Boy, this is pretty exciting. Hello.
Morning, Neil. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
This is their buddy, the guy with the Hungarian girlfriend, John, calling you from Boca.
Oh, yeah. How you been?
All right, listen. I sent you a little something through the mail yesterday. You should get it within a couple days. I know you're a big Michigan State fan. A friend of mine went up there to watch the big game against Indiana a couple weeks back. I told him to bring me up a program, and when I got my hands on it, I immediately sent it to you. I know you like Michigan State. I hope you enjoy it.
Great.
Along with that program, I sent a cassette for the Bird. It's going to be in a big envelope, UPS, whatever. I want to ask you something. On that first tape.
Wait a minute. You mean like a blank cassette?
Oh, of course.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'll go right in the right in my wastebasket. I told you not to send me any of those.
No, don't. Don't listen to him.
On that first cassette, Neil.
Send those tapes in,
Wasted
folks.
Away on Hallandale on that.
Is there what?
Wasted Away on Hallandale. Is that on your first cassette?
Yes.
Thank God. I'm trying to get that, desperately trying to get that Wasted Away from Hallandale song on there. And another thing, it always seems every day I listen to you guys that the next day it's hard for me to realize that the show gets better and better. You seem to go one step above than the day before, but unbelievably so. I can't imagine how you guys keep topping yourselves day after day.
Well, we're climbing so high, pretty soon the show will be on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
And I know that Gene Cashman can relate to that.
Take care, enjoy the magazine, have a great day, and hopefully let us know what goes on at that meeting tomorrow.
Okay, we'll give you the inside scoop. See you later. It's not Gene Cashman. I apologize to Gene. It's Arlene Ross, whose butt is depicted up on Mount Rushmore.
Don't you like the way Captain Davis
making a lot of noise?
He wants you to know he's here.
No, I like that. It's a morning show, and we want to, keep the audience alert and awake. Now, who's driving in that vehicle? What is that? Wow.
Visitor.
Pretty strange stuff that comes into this building,
Yeah, have you noticed?
Most of it is guests on the Jay Michaels show.
I don't need no other station on my radio.
Wait till the book comes out, Jay.
940 locked in, baby, with Stan Major on my radio. All together now, everybody. I guess you say WINZ today.
I don't think so. It's 8. Can you believe that? I come in, for those of you who missed the beginning of the show, and I realize this is a little okay? But I think if you stop, if you're somebody who's, okay? But I think if you're somebody who's listened to me for a while, if you stop and think about this, it'll give you an idea how totally confused and chaotic and screwed up this place is. I come in here this morning, and I always come in the side door through the newsroom, because that's the only place you really can get in. And anyway, what's his name again?
Dave Reynolds.
Dave Reynolds. I don't know why I keep forgetting his name. But Dave, speaking of our good friend, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute. We have to wait with the story.
Talking about Stan Major.
Because Jay just drove up. But anyway, I come in, and Dave Reynolds is there, and he says, and he's a pretty good guy, and he says, good morning, and I told him, hey, yeah. And he says, by the way, over by the sports, there's a green copy thing there for you. He says, I think that's a spot for you. And immediately, that puzzled me because why would a spot that has anything to do with the station with Zeta be in the AM newsroom, okay? And I go over and I look at it, and it's a spot for mineral ice for the AM. I mean, obviously, we are not running mineral ice spots on Zeta, okay? And I don't think it's going to start between now and next Sukkot. And it says Neil to recut. Neil doesn't work on WINZ anymore. I mean, are those people out of their cotton-picking minds?
Maybe they don't realize.
See, before I left over there were some spots that I cut in my voice, which they have continued to run, and there were some other ones that we did for here that they took a dub of and they played on the air up there. Dub of and they played on the air up there. But that's it. I don't work for that station. I have nothing to do with that. Thank God. I have nothing to do with WINZ anymore, and I mean nothing.
Well,
I want to disavow any association with that part of the building.
Why don't you ask Jay Michaels about it?
And then when I'm finished doing that, I want to disavow any association with this part of the building.
No, Jay's the production director on the AM.
Well, I don't think it was his writing.
I know, but why don't you ask him about it?
He would know better. He knows that I'm not going to do that.
Right.
There's not a chance in 10 million.
Well, when he pops in over here.
Well, I saw him with his briefcase and his party kit just came in here.
Did he have his red pants
He had
on?
his red pants and his chemistry set. It's 8:34 on Zeta 4. You know, there's a guy in my complex who has a little dog, and he drags this dog around all day. And you remember me talking about the guy Wayne, who called in and turned out to be a pretty decent guy, but Wayne is like out there all day. All day. I don't know if he works, I don't know what his story is. But this guy is not only outside all day, but he's walking that dog. Anytime more, you can come at 3 in the morning, he's out walking that dog. So I kind of thought we could have, and not only that, but I have two other neighbors who are very nice people on the other side of where I live who are obsessed with washing their car. I mean,
Really?
it's one, you know, I like to keep my car clean when I get a chance, but it's something to be obsessed with washing your car.
That's
okay?
weird.
In fact, if you open up my door and I walk out front, I hear car wash blues like 15 hours a day. And they're out there scrubbing and waxing and polishing and waxing and scrubbing and ripping and tearing. And I thought we could make an interesting movie in my complex. You know, here
You bet.
Here would be Wayne wandering around looking like Harry Reams, you know, with a fur ball all over his body, just wandering around aimlessly, being a yenta. And here'd be this guy dragging this poor little dog on a leash, you know, and then there would be my other friend who's like the space cadet wandering around aimlessly looking like somebody who got lost from the Hare Krishnas. And then the other people frantically washing up the
Right.
store, man. It's what a scene in that
But
place, you know?
you left out my favorite character.
Which one is that?
In the movie? Well, the guy who runs out into the parking lot, and the second he sees you come out your door.
No, that's the same guy who wanders around like the space cadet.
Oh, that's
Trust
him?
me, yeah.
Like a space
Yeah,
cadet.
he's like a wandering Jew.
Yeah, and
Trust me.
what does he yell out?
Oh, yeah, like different Yiddish word that are totally unconnected, like gefilte fish, toches.
Just out of the blue.
Yeah, kaksachois, you know, little cuties.
At the top of his lungs.
Yeah, that have nothing to do with anything. Simchas Torah, Tisha B'Av.
Why don't we write a screenplay?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think we've got the cast already set. I think there's a lot of potential there.
We could call it Complex.
Yeah.
And Richard Dreyfuss could star as you.
We get River Phoenix.
Yeah,
It would be great.
River Phoenix could play my roommate.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. 8:36 on Zeta 4, and where shall we go next? He asked to line. Isn't it amazing that the show just keeps going on and on and on and on? I mean, are we making up for lost time now, or what? It just oh, there she is. Hey, by the way, I got a little present for you, Sherry. Write me some copy, will you, honey? I'll be more than happy to do that one of these days. But get serious.
Well, I just thought it was an endorsement spot.
Well, I got news for you. I don't write copy. You know, the first time I did a magnificent job, but when I get pushed, I start getting testy. And what about that spot for the AM?
I had nothing to do with the
I mean, can you believe? Did you hear that story?
Yeah, I heard it.
I come in this morning. Here's a spot for me to recut for INZ. I don't work on INZ.
No, I know.
I have nothing to do with INZ. I don't want anything to do with that
I'm
station.
going to give you yellow sheets, not green ones.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's the
Write me
difference.
some copy, please. She's too much hanky-panky with Paul with this. I'm telling you. And I got news for you. Nothing's ever going to come of that. Okay, where are we going next? Broward County, hello.
Hey, man, what it is?
What it is?
Tell Tony I got some hot Jewithal.
What you be, man? Oh, you got some hot stuff?
Hot stuff, man.
Okay, well, you bring it in. We're having a big sale 2 in the morning tomorrow morning.
I got the best deal in town.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a watch here. Let me take a look at it. Let me take a look at this.
I ain't buying nothing. I'm selling it.
It's a Seiko from J.C. Penney's. Okay.
How much it was?
It was about $2.29.
I'll give you
Not
$20.
$200. Not $200. Oh, that's good because it's only $2.29. Okay.
Oh man, you jiving.
Now, I'm not be jiving. You be illin', sir.
Well, tell Tony I'll be over there with a good selection.
Okay.
All right, then.
See y'all. That's somebody called from the Thunderbird drive
Yeah.
from the flea market, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
You're selling neckties now.
Oh, are you really? Good. We need just one, and that's to tie around Tony Prato's neck.
What's up, man?
Oh, my God, I didn't recognize him. Elvis.
It's Elvis Jr.
Elvis. Put Elvis over here for a minute, and, let's put him on for a second. I didn't recognize you. It's been so long.
I know.
Yeah, it's early in the morning, too.
You weren't at the Broward County Fair, were you?
No, but I was one of my daddy's impersonators.
Yeah, I saw him. He was pretty good.
Was he really?
Yeah. Not as good as you, but he was good.
Mm-hmm.
I have a cartoon to show you, Elvis Jr., in this morning's USA Today.
Did you guys happen to catch this week's National Enquirer?
Oh, yeah.
He was reading it on the air.
We were reading it on the air yesterday.
And it kind of runs parallel with the tapes that you got. Something about my daddy talking from his grave.
Yeah, that's what this cartoon
And I kind of get upset about that. But,
yeah, read that cartoon in USA Today.
Yeah, I think we have a grave situation, don't you?
That's good.
But what's it say? Yeah.
Now, your daddy was big on jewelry, Elvis.
Yeah, read the cartoon.
You think he'll buy some jewelry from
Tony?
Tony?
The story of my life. I was visited by the ghost of an Elvis impersonator.
Yeah, jewelry.
Uh-huh.
That's great.
I've heard about this woman coming in here to sell jewelry.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Oh, yeah, I think I'll
I think
I'll
some
come
of your
in.
daddy's jewelry may be in that collection, by the way.
I'll make a special trip to come in here.
I bet you
Will
will.
ya?
Well, I had to make a special trip this morning to come in because I'm coming in to cut a spot, and I don't think I'm going to replace anything that you guys have done because I think that is the
Brick
spot that
Oven.
you guys have done for the Brick Oven Pizzeria. I think that should go into the archive.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you'd like to cut this mineral ice spot that they got up there, Elvis.
No, I think the spot that the bird did for the Brick Oven is. I think it should go into the archives.
Yeah, my favorite is where he says a slice of pizza. That's my favorite.
See, you can get close to it, but you'll never.
Nobody can duplicate
I don't think I
that.
could ever do that.
No.
And I don't even hope to replace that.
No. I wouldn't think.
As long as you know that.
I think it should go into
So what
the
are you really
archives.
doing here? You're hanging around for Stan Majors at it? Is he milking another free performance off of you today?
Not quite. I'm actually in here to do a spot. I've done a lot of work over there, and I'm still living in a phone booth, so I have to make money somehow. So I'm coming in here to do a spot.
I wonder how he takes those showers in that phone booth, the ones that he calls in on the air with Michelle.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Michelle?
No, that's not Michelle. Her name is Suzanne. And you've
Well,
got
her name
me
her name used to be Michelle.
And you've gotten me into a lot of trouble there, buddy. But,
Oh, I see.
that's all right.
Really? So in other words, we have a little change of characters. Somebody I know would say.
So to speak, yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Do you think Stan will be upset that you dropped in here for a few minutes?
I'm really worried, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He may not like that.
I think we ought to play, in honor of Elvis's appearance here, I think we ought to play that one straight one. That he
Straight?
cut, if you pardon that expression.
Yeah. What are you
What
talking
was it?
about?
Don't be cruel?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was being recorded. That was right after we.
good.
That's right after we did the Stan Majors "Don't Be Cruel" version, and I think I forgot one of the verses.
Yeah, that's what we like about it, is that you just sort of go away for a few minutes. We like that. It gives you a chance
You like
to...
when I go away. That's nice.
Well, just for a minute.
There's a few people like that.
No, just for a minute.
Don't tell me that it disappeared, because that would be so obvious as to where it went if it disappeared.
Well, you couldn't even figure that one out.
Yeah. How can that be possible?
Well, he was talking the other day about coming by here and just kind of walking by the studio, and it was unlocked.
Yeah,
but
I
he
heard
said
that.
he didn't come in.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, that was yesterday. Yeah.
But you would have to believe him, wouldn't you?
No. Where the hell is that?
Well,
I'll tell you one thing. If
boy.
that disappeared, I'm going to be apoplectic.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gone. Yeah, keep playing that in the background there because I can't find this card. I've got It's Neil or Never. I've got that, but that's... where the hell could that have gone to?
No idea.
Do you have a special, like, a rack over there for Elvis Jr.?
Yeah. No, we have a special rack for Don Jr.
Yeah, Don Jr. Did you happen to listen to the show Thanksgiving?
I missed that.
You did?
Yeah, we're kind of busy with family, you know.
Neil,
I
did you
missed
eat the
it.
bird?
Yeah.
So to speak?
Yeah, stuff the bird.
You guys were in there together? I'm sorry I missed that.
Yeah, we were there together.
Gone.
It was interesting.
Is that the word you want to use?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Interesting.
And another friend of Stan's was there. His friend, his girlfriend.
Don't say it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't say it.
Which one?
Trust me.
Yeah, I know.
It's gone.
So, Elvis Jr., do you ever see my friend Corey James?
Yeah, I see him quite often. I haven't seen him in the past month or so, but I've seen him up until the time I talked to you. I told you to say hi, that he said hi to you.
Good guy. I hear him on commercials, and I see him on my cable TV.
Yeah, he's doing. In fact, he did one of those live television spots a few weeks ago during one of the Saturday football games.
Live?
Yeah, the live spots from the Tamiami Trail where they had the tent sale and all that.
They cut him
stuff,
short,
which was pretty interesting.
Captain Dave saw it. He said they cut him short. Did they cut him off at the end or something?
Well,
I didn't see it.
I really didn't see every one of them, but the ones that I saw, he did pretty good on.
Well, that's good.
Oh, yeah, he did a good job.
It's gone.
That he's working. You cannot find that. Oh, God.
And I played it a couple of times because I was so impressed. Remember, I played it twice that one morning because it was really great.
Yeah,
it was
I did hear it.
sensational.
I did hear it.
You
And I
played
was
it
very
just the
surprised.
other-
It's gone. I'm telling you, it's not in here.
You played it just the other day.
I know. Long gone.
What's it say on
It
the
says,
label?
"Don't be cruel, Elvis Jr." What do you think it says?
I don't know.
CCR?
Yeah, that's what I thought it
I wonder
said.
if it has something to do with the door being open.
Yeah, Peter, you idiot.
Gene Cashman said to say hi when I got in here.
Oh, good. One of my favorite people. It's gone. I'm just looking one more
She
time.
dropped in here Thanksgiving Day.
Did she really?
Pretty incredible. don't
Well,
you
she
think?
did the show right after you guys Thanksgiving. didn't she?
Mm-hmm. And she
Well,
dropped
she
in
told
for
me that
a
she loves to follow Neil, whatever that means.
Now, let's analyze that statement. What do you say?
Yeah, let's not analyze it at all, okay? Well, it's gone, Elvis. I was just itching to play it, but
That's
it's
all right.
long gone, so you're going to have to talk to your buddy about what happened to it.
Yeah,
Disappeared.
I'll bring it up with him. I definitely will, so to speak.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, what can I say? It's certainly exciting having Elvis here. We've got our jewelry sale coming up. Things are really happening.
Well, what more could you want?
Things are really happening on
Nothing.
Zeta 4, aren't they?
What more?
Okay. Should we take a caller or two here?
Sure.
Okay. By the way, we did lose somebody in Dade County. It was probably the guy who stole the cart. 620-3600. 620-3600. Dade County, hello.
Neil.
Yeah.
This is Jeff Stryker's press agent here.
Yes, Jeff Jr.
And he would like to know if you could play a song for him. He's kind of busy right now. He'd like to hear Stroke Me by Billy Squire.
Really? I bet he would.
And on behalf of Jeff, Neil, thanks a lot. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, good luck to you. I think he's more than his agent, I'll tell you that right now.
That was excellent.
Yeah, I think he was calling from our doctor's office. You know which one I'm talking about, don't you?
What doctor would that be?
I'm not going to say it. Okay, let's move on. Number 2. Gee, it seems like just moments ago we took number 2. Since he put that painter's hat on in there, he's been as useless as ears on a frog, you know?
Trying to answer these hot phones.
Oh, I know. The phones are hot. That's because Elvis Jr.'s here and everybody made people think of Stan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what we said. Broward County, hello. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay.
Hey, whatever happened to your CD player? I had the same problem.
Well, I took it into that place on Griffin Road.
Yeah?
That place. And they said in a day or two it's going to be just like new.
How did they say they're going to fix it?
Well, they didn't exactly tear it apart and show me all the, what they were going to do. I have no idea. The beam needs to be adjusted. It's like this show. It's a little off beam.
So you're not going to give it away on the show?
No, I don't think so.
Do you buy the quality products like Stan, your buddy Stan does? Like, what is it, Emerson?
Emerson, yeah. Yeah.
An Emerson
Philco.
CD.
I like Philco myself. Yeah, if I get myself a new stereo, I'm definitely going to get a Philco. Or maybe a K-Tel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
Hey, no problem. No, I had the same problem, and all I did was just shove the, you know how when you press the button it goes in automatically?
Yeah?
You just shoved the thing in by the hand one time, and it works great.
Now, sir, it's 8:45 in the morning. It's not even close to those hours that the commission set aside for indecent discussions on the radio. I mean, this is. I don't want to probe too much to find out where you're coming from, but this is getting a little bit personal.
All right, I'll keep it clean.
Probe?
Hey, Vanna, wait. She makes more than 100,000.
Yeah, I think about 120.
At least. She's doing clothes and everything else.
Do a good job, Elvis. Okay.
Where's Elvis going?
Elvis, he'd be going to cut a spot.
All right. We're not going to hear him sing?
Well, I'll have to play the other one. I have to play the one at the Marriott, but I was hoping to play Don't Be Cruel because it's, as I said when we played it the other day, it sounds exactly like Elvis.
Yeah. Now, do you have any venture of a guess of what might have happened to that card?
Yeah.
I think Jay Michaels got it.
No, you're getting close, though. Same studio, wrong time slot.
Hey, what do you think of his show? I think it's all right.
His show?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Now, he's back there, so.
Who, Jay is?
Oh, you talking about Jay or Stan?
Jay.
Jay?
Oh, Stan show sucks.
Oh, boy. This is getting vicious. I like this.
Good, I like it.
Yeah, I do
he comes
too.
in here and steals our Elvis cart.
It's getting good and vicious. Go ahead, sir.
I don't know. I'm running out of material.
Oh, that's it for him. Yeah, we are too.
All right. You too, huh?
Yeah.
Get out of here, Duck.
Okay, have a nice day, sir. But enough is enough. Okay, it's 8:49, 8:48, somewhere around there. It's almost news time, and I don't know. These newscasts today have been pretty depressing, pretty morbid.
Have they
You've got to
really?
get off of that Marielito stuff and the Cuban immigration deal and all these other. There were a couple of other really morbid, and the Wall Street,
You don't want to talk
crash
about
again.
that?
No,
Oh,
it's depressing. We're on FM.
Well, I've been
supposed to
trying.
have happy news on FM, you know? Just
okay.
pretend you're Scott Legier, like you're a happy simpleton.
Now, I have to deal with what's available in the news. Now, yesterday there was plenty of happy news. Today there's not as much.
Oh, well, maybe if you'd brought the Inquirer back again today, we could have some happy news.
Well, I do have the Inquirer, but we used mostly everything. Of course, that is my Bible, by the way, the National Enquirer. You know, it'll never lead you wrong. You're just going to continue to look for that card, right?
Where could it be?
Continue and continue and you're looking over and over these things. You've already looked through these things. It's not here.
I hear Arlene wrong.
It's 8:49.
Hey, good job, Arlene.
Maybe we can get the current temp here.
That was loud and clear.
Oh.
You know, some people talk from, like, the depths of their lungs. Arlene talks from, like, the depths of her cheeks. That's why she's got such a butch voice. Okay, it's getting close enough to do the news now, and I apologize, and especially to Elvis, even though he's in production. I apologize that I cannot find that magnificent cut that he did, because, as usual, somebody came in here and got their fingers into the pot.
Well, I think this decides that we locked the studio at 10 a.m.
Yeah, and if Gonza doesn't like, you know, he's going to have to get his act together. He's been spoiled. He's used to this being just like his library.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he comes in here, he spins that carousel, and you know what I'm saying?
There's
He's going
plenty
to
of
have
room.
to get his stuff. He's got all kinds of room in a rack. There certainly are no spots.
Neil Rogers, the rock and roll monster.
Okay, that's the news intro, because Elvis was in here. No, I forgot to put the news intro
That's
in there.
okay. You
Does that
don't
make-
like it anyway. You don't like that anyway.
I hate it.
We don't have to use anything.
We
Would
can
you
do
like
it
that?
cold?
Sure.
Like ABC on some of their networks. Which one is it? Contemporary that they start cold?
Yeah. Would you prefer that? We
No,
just go
I don't
right
like
into
that.
it? Okay.
We'll get a new one.
All right. About almost 20 million of America's 50 million smokers joined the 1987 Great American Smokeout November 19th. 5.8 million were able to kick butts for 24 hours. The American Cancer Society made this announcement. A Gallup survey of over 1,000 adults said 3.7 million were still not smoking 1 to 3 days later. Now, in keeping with our happy news, here are the top movies in the country this week. 3 Men and a Baby opened, breaking 1, 2, and 5-day company records for Walt Disney. Now, over the 5-day Thanksgiving weekend, 3 Men and a Baby grossed nearly $14 million. Another movie, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. John Hughes' new movie was number 2, making over $10 million. Also in the top 5, Cinderella was number 3. Fatal Attraction stays in there. It's number 4, making over $7.7 million over Thanksgiving. And Schwarzenegger's new movie, The Running Man, was number 5. Mostly cloudy today, 40% chance of rain. High of 72, low tonight 57. 66 degrees at Zeta 4. It's 8:52.
It's like I make these things up because I look for problems. I don't look for, we have enough legitimate ones without creating new ones, okay, or imaginary ones. And he just doesn't want to, it's not like it's not a major, no, I take that back. It is a major problem.
Oh, Stan Major, smoke me a cigar, baby.
Smoke this, Stan. Okay, boy, that cart, man, that's it really makes your life worthwhile, doesn't it?
It just stays there.
Every time you need something, just the appropriate number comes popping right up.
You bet.
Dade County, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today?
Okay.
Good.
Welcome to the land of the lost.
Well, I feel that way, you know.
You want to buy some jewelry, sir?
Excuse me?
You want to buy?
Yes, I would. Can you sneak me into the,
Oh, yeah, listen, anybody who wants to come in, we'll sneak them all in.
All right. Listen, I know you're a pretty powerful man in this town.
Oh, yeah.
You got a lot of political sway,
lot of
and there's
muscle.
something that's really bugging me. I was wondering if you could do something about it.
Okay.
I want you to get a bunch of guys
Oh, that sounds good.
and hold Tony Segreto down by all four limbs.
Why is that? Why is everybody picking on Tony now? What did he do?
Feed him Quaaludes.
Why?
The guy is like, he's Mr. Pep, Mr. Zing.
So what's-
And his predictions in football are terrible. It costs me a lot of money.
Yeah, but he's a good. Well, then you should know better. What do you? In other words, you should.
Also have.
You should look at his picks and take the opposite one.
I wish I had. I mean, every week all he does is, bet Miami, bet the Hurricanes. They never cover, you know. Anyhow, a while back I bought one of those Michael Jackson plasmatic things.
Yeah.
And I don't know, every time I use it on my cat or my dog, it comes out looking like Ann Bishop.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Did I
yeah.
get a bad unit there?
No,
or?
I've heard that from several people who bought them. I've heard that is an ongoing problem.
And you can't reverse the trend. Once they look like Ann, they stay that way.
No, I tell you how to cure that. If you take it and you drive about 30 miles real fast, like on I-75 in a diesel truck,
Yeah.
it'll change back.
Oh, okay. I'm going to try that.
Now, the driver of the truck has to be careful, though. you remember in The Exorcist, in the closing scene, where he grabbed a hold of Linda Blair and beat the crap out of her, and he took the evil spirit into him?
Yes.
That's what happened.
Oh, I see.
Oh, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. 9 o'clock, right on the nose, and here he comes in his $90,000 BMW. Is that him? Is that Gary? Oh, boy. Talk about bird brains, sir.
Neil.
Oh, yes.
May I ask the vulture a question, please?
Go ahead.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi.
You sound like a Blue Velvet aficionado.
Oh, yeah, I like
And
that movie.
I'm just kind of wondering, after seeing the movie about 10 times, what, I'm not going to say what was it about, but, like, what time period was it supposed to represent?
Today. It took
Yeah,
place.
You only know that towards the end of the movie. I mean, at the beginning of the movie, you think you're in the 50s, right?
Yeah, but what difference does it make?
Yeah, you have no frame of reference, you know?
Yeah, that's the way David Lynch likes it. He doesn't want you to have a frame of reference.
I see.
It's part of the whole mood of the movie. Now, did you ultimately like the movie?
Very much.
Yeah, me too.
It, I got hooked on that song, number one, Blue Velvet. I got hooked on that Roy Orbison song, In Dreams.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the music.
That brief performance by Dean Stockwell was unparalleled in cinematography.
It's true. It is.
It's a great moment for me, you know.
See, somebody understood the
I went out and bought my
idea.
own little blue velvet rag,
Yeah.
the gas mask, and having a ball. You guys are doing a hell of a job.
He talked it up.
Yeah, that was a good job.
So long.
Okay, so long. Oh, I see he said goodbye, and none too soon.
No, but that was good. He understood the movie.
Okay, do you want to check this out after the ID? I think we could have just made radio history.
Okay.
Because he mentioned Roy Orbison.
Mm-hmm. Just the
So
only.
we try to, fit all the pieces together.
Well, that's the only music you know.
Because you remember that bag, what was her name?
Patty Murray.
Patty Murray. Very good memory, yeah. Memory like a hawk.
It's the only
And a
music
face
you
to
know.
match. And all I know is that Roy Orbison, all of us aging
That's right.
jocks.
That's right.
Okay, let's do the ID and make it legal, and then we'll see what happened with that card.
She wore
Yesterday, Pat Boone. Today, Bobby Vinton. And tomorrow, Annette Funicello.
Mommy, don't look at me. Don't friggin' look at me.
Oh, don't keep saying that.
Just keep listening to the radio. WZTA, Miami Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and the Palm Beaches. Zeta 4. Mommy.
That consultant man, I'll tell you, is he losing it or what? that was Chris Gable. I bet most of the people in the audience didn't recognize the voice from the little boy IDs, but he has these split personality, you know, like 20 different personalities. So, like, one of them is
Neil Rogers, the rock and roll monster.
Oh, isn't that the same guy?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell does Harrison want?
Uh-oh.
What is he doing? Looking for a job up here? Boy, shame on you. 9:03 on Zeta 4. Now let's let this loose, okay, and see if it was good.
Great.
If it was good for us.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty woman walking down the street.
Now that
would even impress.
We just made radio history.
It would even impress Ricky Ticky.
Impress?
Mm-hmm.
No, it would depress him because there's no way in the world he could match that.
Now, it sounds like you're...
On his slickest day.
Yeah, you're competing against the master of talk-ups, it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
You're trying to show him up. And...
The master of Hmong.
That's it. That's right. Yeah. And you're doing a hell of a job, too.
Yeah, we've outdone him at his own game.
Mm-hmm.
What is he going to do now?
Oops. I'm sorry. Wait a minute.
That's okay.
All right.
We don't mind hearing your watch bleep. In fact, I'm going to set mine for like the middle of the show.
I just
so
screwed
every
it up.
day it goes off at a different time. We don't have time for you to set your watch, okay?
I screwed it up.
We don't have time for you to adjust your time. As a matter of fact, I got a good idea. Why don't you just ditch that one? Because on the 11th of December, in just 10 days, Tony Prato's got this hot jewelry coming in here from the flea market. Yeah, read that memo, Ron. I read that on the air. That is one of the most embarrassing memos in the history of the broadcast industry. Sure to go down in the annals of broadcasting. Now, wait a minute. Who's that? Is that Michael Mindish, who's used to work here?
And Tony is here.
Oh, and Tony's here, too.
Her car's here.
Oh, that's great. I wonder what she's selling today. What are they peddling in Tony's office today? That's the question, ladies and gentlemen. I want you all to call in the business office right now. Now, do we know what the numbers are here? We've been on for 8 weeks. I have no idea.
The business number?
What the business number is
I don't
for
have
Zeta.
a clue. Let's see. I don't even
let's
have
just
any...
give out the INZ business number.
624-6101.
Yeah, 624-6101 in Dade.
Mm-hmm.
Ask what merchandise is being sold at the WINZ Zeta, what do we call it, indoor flea market?
Mm-hmm.
I guess
in
that's
the
a good
atrium,
term for it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They might have some really good hot stuff and give you some great bargains before Christmas time. And God only knows we're not giving you any on the log because on both stations it looks like we are out of business.
Yeah.
Right? Well, hey, listen, it's only 24 days before Christmas. Just hold your breath and wait. It's going to get a lot better.
Well, I kind of like this. It gives you sort of a feeling of what it's like to work for, public
radio. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to WLRN.
Which I never had experienced before.
Seriously, I've never seen anything like this in my life. This is mind-boggling. And they're going to have a meeting and give us some kind of instruction?
I have no idea.
They're going to talk to us like they know something?
Yeah.
What do they know?
Well.
That Gary Lawrence, man. You should have heard his calls here this morning. He's losing it. The man is irrational. He was fumbling and carrying on and making guttural sounds on the air. I just couldn't believe that.
Now, how do you know that was Gary?
Oh, I'd recognize that. It's like that... there's a certain, psychosis in the, like Tony Perkins, in Psycho.
Psychosis?
There's that trembling in the voice, yeah.
That's
you
the
can
word
tell.
you...
Absolutely.
Okay.
I rest my case.
Okay.
Let's see, he's got line 1 on there, but that's flashing. Dade County, hello.
Howdy.
Yes, sir.
I can solve the problem of your missing tape.
Okay.
On Saturday morning.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Guess who was doing a comparison between the Rio and the EJ.
I'm going to tell you something. We're going to take Peter Bulger and Stan Major. We're going to lock them both in padded cell in straitjackets, and then maybe, I'm not saying that that's any guarantee, but maybe after we can get through a month and not have anything disappear out of this room.
Hey, he was cutting back and forth between the two cuts. I couldn't tell the difference between them.
What a mungbrain.
This man confirms our worst fears are confirmed.
In other words, why did he bring it up here, and why did we play it if he was going to rip it off? I thought it was a dub that was made for us. Didn't you think so?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, it is great. But it's up in the other part of the building now.
Oh, that's the answer to your mystery.
Well, I appreciate it.
That's what we thought.
And just my worst fears have been confirmed, right?
That's right.
Okay, another major problem.
Right.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Have a good day.
You too. Yeah, it's going to be great after hearing about that.
I've got sunshine on WINZ.
Yeah, you want to bet? Just wait till that next monthly comes out. You'll see how much sunshine. It'll be the darkest cloud in the history of the human race. Looked like Hiroshima after they dropped the bomb.
Look up in the sky. It's pretty dark, and it looks like nighttime.
Oh, yeah, Arlene, that's it. I love
7
those-
after 9.
If you don't listen, if I give the time quite a bit, maybe a little bit too much, but if you're one of those time-intensive people who's too cheap to buy a watch, even at Tony Prato's jewelry sale, no sweat, because if you listen very closely, you'll hear Arlene all morning long with those piercing time checks in the background. Those are my favorites.
It's also the latest news and weather.
Yeah.
What's the new motto? Deep down inside, you know what's happening. I think
something like that.
Yeah, right.
Subliminal.
That's on the Jeff Stryker show. That's coming up at noon today on Zeta 4. Broward County, hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Okay.
This is the second time I've called. I called last week. I'm a 7-day listener.
Really?
And I was
or a Seventh-day Adventist?
Okay. I was with some friends this morning, and they heard you talk about the FM mung birds or mung brains, freebies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were really pissed off.
Why?
Because of what you were saying.
Oh, they don't like the truth?
Well, I guess that's what it is, you see, because everybody was calling for those tickets. But I'm glad that you said that this morning, because now I probably can get through more often because the lines won't be tied up. And then after Thursday, the lines will never be tied up.
After Thursday?
Yeah, well, that's when that show is Thursday. So after Thursday.
Oh, you mean after the U2? Oh, but there's always something else, don't you understand?
Yeah, but not as big as that.
Well, yeah, but like the police are coming. In fact, the police are coming because Captain Dave called them the other day when we were talking about that specimen bottle. He called the police.
Yeah, well, it won't be as crazy as that.
No, that's for sure.
Oh, maybe it'll rain on them Thursday.
Yeah. Serves them right.
Yeah. Well, I was glad you said all that. You lost a couple listeners, but I'll hang in there.
What do you mean I lost? Why? Because we're not giving anything away?
Well, that's what...
Good. Hey, listen, great. Let's weed those people out and let them go over to GTR and wherever else to give it all this...
that other mung...
Donald and Greg, yeah.
GTR, that woman. The one that sounds like she's talking to the toilet.
Yeah. Patty Murray.
Right.
Yeah, no, she's talking from down inside with the tidy bowl man.
Right. Well, that's the toilet.
They have a lot in common, those two.
Okay, I figured I'd call. And,
in fact, she's got a mouth like a toilet and brains to match. Okay, listen, have a nice day.
You too.
Okay, we have an indignant little Eva fan on line 2. Hello.
Little Eva fan.
Why are you indignant?
Well, I heard what you said yesterday. I was told you talked about her today also. Okay, and you had said that she had done, what was the song you said? Locomotion.
Yeah, Locomotion. And she also...
You said something that she had done also, Don't Say Nothing Bad About My Baby.
Yeah, with the cookies.
Right.
Yeah.
She did mashed potatoes.
No, that was Dee Dee Sharp.
Oh, my God. Oh, well, I guess, it's just...
She may have made mashed potatoes. And
yes.
she may have eaten mashed potatoes, I'm sure,
I did,
somewhere.
last night.
Yeah, but she never recorded it, okay?
Oh, it was Dee Dee Sharp. She had something to do with Chubby Checker.
Yeah, well, in the same era.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
In fact, Dee Dee Sharp also did mashed potato time.
You're right.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, she kind of looked... She looked like Bobby Rydell with a dark complexion.
She did. She did. She had the red hair and the dark complexion.
I can tell you some interesting stories about Bobby Rydell, but it's not between midnight and 6 in the morning, so I'll save them.
All right.
Okay? You know the kind of stories I mean.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Bobby, I know. What did he do? Tallahassee?
No, that was Freddie Cannon.
Boom, boom.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you're like, in other words, you got the right general time period, but other than that, you're all screwed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Freddie Cannon did Palisades Park and Tallahassee Lassie.
Completely screwed up.
Yeah, and Bobby Rydell did Wild One.
Be Wild?
No, not Be, yeah.
Yeah, that's the next verse.
Yeah, Born to Be Wild, yeah.
Born to Be Wild.
Yeah, Steppenwolf.
Yes.
Yeah, but you didn't know that Bobby Rydell became the lead singer in Steppenwolf, did you?
No. No. For a first-time call, this is too shocking for me.
And I heard that he was...
Through all these...
The rumor is, sir, that he was backed up by Tab Hunter.
Tab Hunter and Divine.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Now you're getting close.
All right.
Okay, now you got it. Have a nice day, sir. He finally got the message.
Finally putting it together.
Yeah, so to speak. Mm-hmm. It's 12 minutes past 9 on Zeta 4. I wonder whatever happened to Tab Hunter.
They just released another movie.
Yeah, he does movies with Divine.
They just released him? Oh, he does movies with Divine.
Yes.
Yeah, they released another one this past summer, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I
Absolutely.
bet you there's something there that meets the eye. Okay, where shall we go next? Now, Tab Hunter, when he was young, was a pretty interesting-looking guy, I'll say that. Now, when he opened his mouth,
right,
that created a problem.
Still basically the same.
Yeah, kind of an airhead.
Mm-hmm.
But when he was younger, and he always made those Western movies where he ran around with almost no clothes on during the entire movie.
Yeah, that's it.
I used to sit, when I was a little kid, I used to sit very close to the screen. Where are we going next? To Broward County. Hello.
Hi, how you doing today?
Real good.
Good. I just called in to tell you I think you're doing an excellent job here on FM.
You're absolutely right, sir.
And I'm glad you had a good time at the fair on Saturday.
It was great. I only wish that Zeta could have been there.
Yeah, you know, I heard you talking about that, and I had seen you at the fair. I met you. My wife was sitting across from you on the pirate ride.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. So I was going to mention that to you, that, you know, walking around the Midway, there was nothing there from you guys. And I, like you said yesterday, everybody that shouldn't have been there was there, and the guys that should be there weren't there.
That's right. Well, that's our chief mangler and general manager. That's their brilliance, you know?
I'll tell you. Unbelievable.
You can say that again. Well,
you know,
now you understand why our slogan here at WINZ and Zeta is "We hire the handicapped." All you got to do is look in the management office, and that's where we start.
All right. Well, I'm sure you know that better than myself. I haven't
Trust
seen
me.
any of these people. I see some of the cars they drive.
I would never lead you down the garden path, sir. Trust me.
At least not too many times, right?
Right. That's right.
Well, that's good. So how's everything else going today, Neil?
Everything is great. We found out who stole our "Don't Be Cruel" cut.
Yeah, I heard that.
Our FM program director was in here making all kinds of defensive excuses until he discovered that he was dead wrong as usual, and ran out of here twanging his suspenders. So, you know.
Hope he didn't hurt himself.
I noticed that he wore those suspenders today. I guess that must have something to do with this meeting we're going to have at noon, because he had his suspenders on.
They're going to hang him up by his suspenders, or what?
Hopefully, yeah.
Well, I'm happy that you got that mystery solved, or that major mystery solved.
Yeah, another major dilemma.
Yeah, here at WZTA.
Here in Carroll City. You got it. Okay, have a nice day.
All right, you too. Take care now.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
You too. You too. You too. See, ordinarily we would never notice that, because that comes up in most calls ordinarily.
Oh, yeah.
But now that there's all this YouTube frenzy, and by the way, if you missed the early part of the show, we're not giving away a damn thing on this show anymore, okay? We give away the unbelievable buttons. Now, did you get a lot of mail on that, or just a smattering?
Smattering.
Yeah, see,
that's the word.
The mail is just weak. I mean, what is it with you people? Are you brain dead? I know there's a lot of people listening.
Sure.
No question about that. But it's a different kind of, it's a totally passive, gimme, good lovin' by the Crazy Elephant.
I remember that.
Yeah. It just came out.
Boy,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gimme, good lovin' by Crazy, what's Crazy Elephant?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, do we have that? Let's cue that up right
I've
away.
never seen that.
No, you won't
Never
see
seen
that
it in
here.
there.
It's too good.
Guy just called me Mark on the phone. Where'd he get that?
Mark in the dark. Thought you were Mark Shands.
He writes on Mark Shan's stationery.
Does he really?
Yes, he does.
Are you talking about gimme, good love
Yeah.
every day?
Yeah, that's it. You got it. Crazy Elephant.
No, we're talking about a different one. About the one by Sonia Henney. What is he talking about anyway? Like, how many would there be with the same name?
Okay.
No, we're talking about Psychotic Reaction. That's coming up shortly on Zeta 4.
Very relatable.
Jeff Beck on lead.
Lead this. 9:16 on Zeta 4, and let's go to Dade County. Hello? Hello? I know you're there. I'm positive. I would bet serious money on it. Not my money. Now they're gone. Dade County. Hello?
Neil,
Yes.
I know the guy who replaced Peter Cetera in Chicago.
Okay.
His name is Joe Williams, and he's the son of
Ted
Tom
Williams.
the conductor of the Boston Pops.
How about that?
And Neil, I need to ask you a question. That Pat Boone picture, is this from Girly Magazine?
Yeah, it's from Hustler.
I do have that. I do have that issue then.
Well, it's no big deal, as I'm sure you saw.
Yeah.
It is shocking, though, isn't it?
Oh, well, you know what they say about big feet.
Yeah. Well, Pat's got about size 3 feet, so that explains a lot. I don't know why he turned to religion, because if I were in his shoes, I'd be bitter at the Lord, you know? In fact, I already am. Okay, listen, have a wonderful day, and thanks for the update.
Okay, have a nice day, you too.
You too, yeah, you too. From that Chicago update. Now, maybe we ought to play Peter Cetera. What is the thing with Peter Cetera? I grant you he's wimpy.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
stuff is-
real wimpy.
It's too saccharine.
No, it's not.
It's sugary.
No, it's not.
I
It's
think it
great.
is.
Now, who the hell is that just drove in? I think that's, what's his name? That looked like Gary. What is it? Gary Lawrence got 5 cars now? Now, who was it that drove in before?
I don't know, but that is Gary
Oh,
Lawrence.
that is Gary. Okay, scratch the 9 o'clock. 9:16, folks. Come straggling in here at 9:16.
I think he has somebody who looks like him who comes in earlier.
Yeah.
Sort of like
Hey, that's a very
decoy.
good point. He has a decoy that comes in about 15 minutes to a half hour early because he knows we keep giving the time on the air, and then he makes it look good.
Now, this song you wanted to play by Chicago, Beginnings?
Yeah.
It
It's
might
very
be a good
long.
idea. I was going to say, it might be a good idea to wait like about 30 minutes from now and play
At the
it.
end of the show, what is it, about
8 minutes.
8 minutes? Oh, that's the unedited, that's the whole thing. That's a great record.
With the percussion at the end.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, yeah. That's from their first album, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Chicago Transit Authority.
No.
Oh, it isn't?
Their second album.
It's one of the early
It's one of the very
it's
early ones.
songs.
I've got it at
You're
home.
right. It's Chicago. No, Chicago 1. It's not the Chicago Transit Authority.
So
it was
it's
the
the
second
second
one.
album.
That's what I just said, I thought, only moments ago, yeah. Well, what about 25 or 6 till 4? Is that was not on the same album?
I think that was the
That was
first
on
one.
CTA,
That's
yeah.
Chicago 2.
What?
It says Chicago 2 here.
Huh. Now, all right, now, what about does anybody know what time it is?
Wait a sec. Ron Harrison's talking about registered to winning something.
What? What about does anybody really know what time it is?
It's about 9:18.
Yeah, come on.
That's Chicago 1. Robert Lamb.
Bobby Lamb, yeah.
And he
it's
wrote
great.
it, too.
He wrote it, he sings it, he plays the piano, and that was before Terry Kath spilled his brains, right?
What a way to put it.
Well, is there a better way to put
Talk
it?
about
Well,
blurting
how about
things
Bud
out.
Dwyer? Did he? How would you describe that? I mean, this isn't like the Howard Stern show where we play the audio tape of it over and over and over.
Oh, we don't have
again. If we had it, we would.
I used to have it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, Bud, don't do it! Bam! You know, and you hear people screaming and moaning and whining, and Howard was playing it over and over.
That's right.
He must have played it like 100 times.
Well, what he did was there was a woman in it who really screamed right before he did it, you know, like, ah!
Yeah.
And he kept playing
How?
it.
Ah, that
Like
sounds
that?
like what you do at the dentist, which
Yeah.
is open and you go, say ah.
So
to the
Howard-
doctor.
so
when he puts
Howard-
one of those tongue depressors in.
Yeah.
Ah.
He took that scream and he put it on a James Brown record. So it would
Oh,
go,
God.
I feel good, and
Yeah.
you'd hear the woman go, ah.
Oh, no.
Pretty morbid. That's what he did. That's what the controversy was about.
Yeah. He would last a long time here.
9:20 now on Zeta. The Pueblo, Colorado chieftain has reinstated the comic strip Bloom County by popular demand, but they put it in the classified sections with the controversial Doonesbury comic strip. Now, the chieftain stopped running the Pulitzer Prize-winning Bloom County 3 weeks ago when in the comic strip it kept saying, Reagan sucks. But readers protested, and radio stations in the area started reading the comic strip on the air. Geraldo Rivera's latest live special is tonight. It's on Channel 6 and 29. It's called Modern Love. It's going to be on tonight. It's going to talk about social and sexual practices, according to Geraldo. Now, on the show will be Helen Gurley Brown, Hugh Hefner, U.S. Surgeon General C. Everett Koop, and Donna Rice's former friend, Lynn Armott, will be on the show. Also a live interview with Reverend Jerry Falwell, a visit to a bordello in Reno, Nevada, and also
Nevada?
Nevada.
I thought that was a watch.
Yeah, Nevada. Is that a watch? Sorry. In Reno, and also a visit to a Chicago male strip joint.
Can you say kinky?
All right, mostly cloudy today. 40% chance of rain. High 72, low tonight 57. It's 66 degrees. That's Zeta.
Okay, and you thought we were going to take a break there, though. I could tell the way you said that,
No.
and we're not.
Okay.
We're just moving right along.
Good.
Okay, 21 past 9, and it says owner of a copy of In Dreams
In Dreams
is on one, and I have no idea what that means.
I don't
Do
either.
you? Well, we'll find out. Hello.
Hello there.
In Dreams what?
In Dreams from Blue Velvet.
More Blue Velvet stuff.
Yeah, I got some.
The Roy
the
Orbison.
Boy, yeah.
Right.
Sure. You know why you've never seen Gary Lawrence and Ricky Ticky together?
Please.
Because they're twins. And that's who pulled up before Gary actually came in.
Never thought about that. Very,
Right,
very
with-
strong
with- with
possibility.
Pat.
Yeah.
Lady is a whatever, and so and on and on and on and on.
Okay, here you go.
Okay. What? Oh, that's Roy the Boy, yeah.
Sandman. Yeah, from Blue Velvet. See, some people are aware out there and hip and know
The
what's
movie
going
is
on.
just hopeless.
It is not.
It is. You sit there and you watch a few minutes and you say, what the hell is
That's
this? And
because you have to stick with it.
I can't stick with it, okay?
You have to.
When I know that Regis Philbin is on Lifetime, I can't stick with it.
Tough competition.
That's right.
Glenn.
I like
Yes.
Regis.
Glenn, this is John.
Okay, let's slam those doors a little louder. Come on, give it a shot.
Glenn.
Yes.
Hello, Glenn.
I
Can
think
you hear
we've
me?
lost the show somewhere.
Yeah, I think so.
We lost control, John.
By the way, this guy here is out of business.
I was wondering.
I'm out of business.
Yeah.
What did I do now?
Quickly, John.
I was wondering if.
Oh, is this John? Oh, jeez.
Come on, I haven't
Oh,
called in a
God.
while.
In a while, at least 5 minutes.
I was wondering if Neil's taking lessons from the Pete Moon School of Spin 'em and Split.
Yeah, spin 'em and split. That's one of my favorite desserts. Have a nice day, John.
Okay, I'm splitting. Bye.
Bye-bye. Boy.
We should call
22,
them.
23 after 9, Gonzer is in here, and I will
why
tell
am I
you
out of
on
business? What
the
did I
air.
do
No,
now?
not you're out of business, but if there's anything you want out of this room,
read
get
them
it
and
out
read.
and find a nice place in there to keep it every day, and then the next day you can come in and...
You can retrieve it. And then
no, I'm not retrieving anything. Do I look like a retriever? I'm not doing any of that stuff, but that's the way, because at 10 o'clock from now on, this room is locked.
well, you mean we have to pay for Stan's greedy little fingers?
Exactly.
That's it.
Precisely.
That's the
And
way
Peter
it is.
Bulger's sticky little fingers that took the book out of here, too.
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
do you use that book?
Not often.
No, rarely. In other words, once in a blue moon. Hear the Marcells on Zeta 4. Yeah, and nobody else uses that book, but Peter is like insistent, but he's pretending to be organized. The man is the most disorganized PD I've ever seen in my life, and he's pretending that he's organized. Now, what's this meeting about today?
I think it's about the U2 show on Thursday.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It isn't. Well, that's
It
what I
is?
understood. Yeah, to set up about the logistics of broadcasting from the Orange Bowl.
Well, why do we have to go
What
to
the
that?
hell has that
Any
got
reason
to
why
do
you'd
with
have to
me?
be there. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing is the
Now-
correct answer.
I'm going to tell you one thing. If that's what it is, and I come back here for that meeting, tomorrow's show. Remember what President Roosevelt said? He said that this is a day that will live in infamy. Tomorrow's show, everybody will want to tape and save for their grandchildren. Okay?
Well, were you personally informed that you had to come to the meeting?
Exactly. And I was informed that Gary Lawrence was going to
Well,
be
maybe
there.
there's more to it
And
than
Peter Moon was spreading rumors this morning, and of course anybody should know it's him because he's here at these important hours of the morning. He's spreading rumors that the show is, what did he say? It's about corporate stuff, as
yeah.
in station stuff. Corporate stuff.
Are you going, Jeff? You going?
I have no
He's
choice
going to
in
be
the
here.
matter. Are you kidding?
What are you talking about? Now, who does your show while the meeting?
Yeah,
goes
that's
on?
the question.
Transcribed.
Oh, it's in
you
other words, he
tape
puts
it.
on an 80-minute cut.
No, I
there's an
take my
idea.
little breaks and make believe that it's live.
Oh,
but in
jeez.
actual fact, it's
Okay, did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Gonzer will not be in there in the noon hour.
Sherry Valanci will be running the tape.
She will?
Jeez.
Yeah. She
Well,
got a
that's
board
good.
ops.
While she's in there, maybe she can write some copy, too. You think so? That would be good.
Hey, Waxy used to do whole weekends of programming this way.
They
I know.
still do.
Yeah.
By the way, don't miss the big sale
Oh, yeah, did
coming
you
up.
get the your memo yet?
You have to be jewelry-ish in order to
Yeah, you
shop
have to
at
be
the-
Jewish
Yes.
to cash in on
As a
that.
matter of fact.
You can
But-
get those combination Jewish stars and crosses.
See,
you
now
know,
I
so
know
you
what
can go
Tony
either way.
Prego does all day while she's not making her spaghetti sauce.
Making jewelry.
She's, selling hot stuff all over the building.
Is that
That's
why
how
she's
she
wearing
makes
a
a little,
raincoat today?
yeah, a little rake off. Yeah, because she's sure not doing anything with promotion. That's for damn sure. Okay,
right.
26 past 9 on Zeta 4.
Should I start getting the carts now?
Yeah, get him out now. Trust me, because 10 o'clock, man, no chance. Broward County, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you a favor.
Okay.
Yesterday I heard this song you played about the Wheel of Fortune,
Yeah,
and they were talking like Spanish and stuff.
yeah.
I want to ask you if you could play that today.
Vanna, pick me a letter.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll tell you what, by the time, where's your radio right now?
Right beside me.
Okay, by the time you hang up in just a second here and turn your radio back up, it'll already be playing. How's that for service?
Excellent.
Okay, have a great day.
I really love your show.
Boy.
You
Wait a
gotta
minute.
push the you got to push the start button.
I did.
No, you push the stop.
I
button.
pushed the stop button? I've never done that before, have I?
No.
Well, why the hell did I do that?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Is there something Freudian about that? I pushed the stop button? Probably the pressure that's building in
Let's
here.
just move along.
Because I want to tell you, if that meeting is really about the U2 thing on Thursday,
That's frightening what he said.
the spit is going to hit the fan. Trust me. You can go to the bank on it.
Get me a ticket for an aeroplane. Got to get on the Wheel of Fortune game. I just got to win. Spin the wheel again. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Bankrupt? What do you mean bankrupt? I don't care how much money I got to spend. Can't stand to look at Pat Sajak again. Won't throw in the towel till I buy your vowels. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Hey, man, what do you mean there's no effing phone? Vanna, pick me a letter. No one does it any better. I dream about you. Hey, Vanna, is that an all-over 10 or what? Vanna, I don't understand why you make $100 grand. Not for me to say. Anyway, get me a ticket for an aeroplane. Gonna be on the Wheel of Fortune game. I just got to win. Spin the wheel again. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Go, Vanna! Go, baby, go! All right! Hey, get out of my face, Pat. Is that a toupee? Hey, is there an L in that word? Is it lowrider? All right, lowrider! Forget the letter, man. I'll take Vanna White. You're beautiful, baby. You and me could play the home game. Got me a ticket for an aeroplane. All right! I'm on the Wheel of Fortune game. I just love that sound. I'm in the bonus round. Hey, Vanna, pick me a letter. Lose a turn. Hey, Pat, lose this. Vanna, pick me a letter. No one does it any better. I dream about you. All right, that is an all over 10. Vanna, I don't mean to stare, but are you wearing underwear? Not for me to say. Anyway, I don't care how much money I got to spend. Can't stand to look at Pat Sajak again. Won't throw in the towel till I buy your vowels. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Please, Vanna, pick me a letter. All right, I'm ready to pick, baby. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. That should cover it, huh? All right, I'll take the sofa, the blender, the microwave, the refrigerator. Hey, man, Pop, what do you mean $500 for a black and white 5-inch portable TV set? You got ripped off, man. My brother-in-law could get it for you wholesale. Give me the money and I'll buy the TV set, man, all right? Hey, man, come on, baby.
Neil wakes me up in the morning.
In the morning.
Neil wakes me up with a smile.
With a smile, yeah.
Drinking my coffee, munching on my donut.
With Zeta 4 on the dial. Get ready to go to school with Neil. With Zeta 4 on the dial.
Driving to work in my Rolls with a darling Neil. With Zeta 4 on my dial. Oh, really?
Neil, 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 it's sweet. Neil, 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 Neil. Neil, 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 it's sweet. Neil, 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 Neil. Neil, Neil.
I will say this, you did an excellent job, make no mistake. Yeah, you really did.
I'm surprised myself on this one.
Well, don't get carried away, okay? No, he did. He really did a magnificent job of redoing
it's better,
it.
isn't it?
Sounds like that. I thought that they had redone the jingle. Which there's no way in the world this outfit would pay for that.
Can you believe he liked this, Captain Dave? This
Well,
is
he
great.
didn't say
I didn't
that.
say I liked it at all. I said he did
Oh.
a good job of redoing
Said
it,
it did a good job.
of putting it together.
It is pretty smooth, I must say myself. Well, those are the same people singing on that did this that Pete gave me yesterday.
Memories.
Neil wakes me up in the morning.
Okay. All right, let's go to Broward County and get back with just loads of these great calls from all these people. And the thing I like about the callers today, they know they're getting nothing. Okay?
I like that, too.
Those are the kind of listeners we want, not these FM freeloaders. Broward County, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm just this close to being completely psychotic.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Did you have one of those impossible dreams, sir?
Yes, and I heard you were the greatest talk show host in the country.
That's right.
Yes. Well, anyway, what happened was I took my kitty, I put it in a plastic car 5000, and you'll never dream in a million years who it looked like.
He sounds like the guy on the
He
songs.
sure does, yeah. Who's that?
Dan Major.
Oh
my God. Oh, it was so horrible. My cat just popped all day. Fur balls. Incredible. Oh.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you've had an emotional experience over it, haven't you?
Necessarily, Neil. You know who was on MTV this weekend besides Howard Stern?
Who's that?
Divine.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Really?
I didn't see him.
I missed
You know
it
what he
too.
looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him on David Letterman.
Oh, really?
He's enormous.
Yeah, I was going to say if he didn't, I was going to use a good analogy, but you might have been offended.
Oh, okay. Well, no, go ahead. I can handle it.
Are you sure? I was going to say he looked like you in drag.
Oh, he's a lot bigger than I am.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot.
Well, he does his own laundry.
Yeah. Well, in fact, one day this week I'm coming in drag just for the hell of it.
Okay, are you going to the U2 concert, or do you just like totally hate them?
No, I don't hate them at all. In fact, you know, it's really amazing to me. I brought in, this is before anybody was even talking about the concert. Weeks ago, I brought in my very own Joshua Tree CD that I had bought from the Columbia CD Club.
You gave it away at the Trill-Off.
And I gave it away on the air, right? Remember that? That was back on AM. That's many moons ago, okay, before anybody even knew they were coming here. And now, why would I buy that if I didn't like U2?
Well, I knew you thought Bono was disgusting.
Well, he is disgusting, but
he's pretty gross.
But I like the music.
Yeah, they're okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to the concert, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I hope you enjoy it.
Have a good life.
You too. You too. You too. Well, Elvis Jr. is back from another pressing engagement. There he is.
Are you going to the Me Too concert or what?
No, I'm not going to Me Too or U2, Elvis. I'm going to the O2.
Is that right?
So how did the spot come out?
A slice of pizza.
Again.
A slice of
Come
pizza.
on. Come on, Elvis Jr.
I don't think I can match.
No. Well, nobody can.
The job that he
Well, did you hear the story about what happened to our cart?
Oh,
yeah, we got a call about
to do
it.
with a certain individual on
It
the other.
certainly might, yeah.
On the other.
Yeah,
side.
who
Somebody
was playing
might,
it Saturday.
Yeah.
Was he really?
It was playing it back and forth with the original and doing this big comparison thing. And, of course, as usual, didn't bother to bring it back to where it was nesting originally.
Which means he probably took it out of here Saturday.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Well, yeah. And Peter Bulger keeps insisting, oh, there's nobody been in that room. It's locked.
I guess Stan pays a lot of money for those locksmiths, huh?
Yeah, he really does. He would do that, too. You're joking, but he would do it. He's desperate enough.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're as dry of material as he is, when the well has run dry, man, you'll...
Peter should hang around this studio about 1:30 in the afternoon, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a thought.
No, he could just, he could hide in the 8-track room there, and he could just, peer over the top of the window. And as he sees somebody skulking down the hall and wandering in here and rifling through these carts, can there be any question? Okay, so I guess what we'll do is we'll do It's Neil or Never, because we got to do something in honor of his being here,
yeah.
right? And this is great.
Okay.
Not as good as Don't Be Cruel, though.
I don't think I did it that well because, well, I wrote that copy right before I went on stage that night, and I used one of my daddy's songs,
Did
but
you?
I wasn't quite ready for it.
In other words, he's rolling in his grave, is that what you're saying?
I believe he's always going to rock and roll, you know what I'm saying?
He's rocking and rolling in his grave. Okay, in fact, we might even play Graceland, too, by Paul Simon. We could really get, unlikely, we could get carried away.
It's Neil in the morning. He's up before light. He's got the battle with him. It seems such a pride. The morning will be the same for old Neil Rogers on Portland, Maine. When I first heard him with his wit so mighty, his show was so weird, but always exciting. Now I always hear him, but won't get too near him. Oh, who knows when he'll look at my rear end that way. It's Neil in the morning. He's up for the line. He's got the battle with him. It seems such a pride. The morning will never be the same for old Neil Rogers of Portland, Maine. It's the bedouin. It seems such a fright. The morning will never be the same for old Roger or for me. For old Roger or for me. I do this. For old Rogers or Portland, I can't hold it that long, Wilma.
I'll bet.
Or maybe you can hold it for me.
Yeah, hold this. Okay, there he is, Elvis Jr., and it's Neil or Never. That's great. It really is. I mean, you don't. You're very modest about that, but.
Well, I got to tell you, the night that I was there, the band. It's like they weren't there. Have you ever been to one of these J. Michaels get-togethers?
Oh, no. I'll pass. I can't handle that excitement. Too much pressure for me.
I turned around to like give them a signal of when I wanted the song to stop, and they just didn't follow along with me like my daddy's band used to do. And, it's almost like they weren't there. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like they were lost.
It's kind of like they were lost.
Well, they were following Jay's lead, I guess.
Yeah.
You have heard his show, right?
Yeah.
In fact, that's going to be the new name for his show, The Land of the Lost. But he's a good guy.
He is.
Terrible show, but a good guy.
He's the party animal.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. Yeah. So, EJ, how do you like these Neumann mics over here on the FM?
Oh, these are fantastic.
You like these?
Yeah, I've worked with these before in studios before.
Aren't they good?
Yes,
great.
They're fantastic.
Your favorite?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I would imagine they're my favorite.
Well, let's just pretend we played "Don't Be Cruel" because it was so good. I'm going to fix him so bad. You have no idea. I'm going to fix him. He gave me the key to his apartment because he said if something ever happens to him, you know him, Mr. Paranoia. Somebody should have the key. And one day when he's on the air, I'm going to go up in there. I'm going to take every tape and every cassette and every videotape that the man has got.
Not that Tinker Soldier Damn or whatever.
Oh, that'll
You're not
do
going to take that.
Well,
he'll
what
never
is that
recover.
Show? What is that? You know how many hours I spent dubbing that thing for him?
That's like some stupid PBS, BBC
didn't he
series.
watch 18 episodes and miss the last one?
He taped them, and it's like 18-hour episodes, and the last 20 minutes was missing. Betty told the story.
I mean, for a grown man to be watching Tinkerbell, you know?
And Betty comes to town 4 years later, and he comes up to her all excited, and he goes, "Guess what I got, Betty?
Yeah.
The last 20 minutes."
I don't want to touch that line.
I bet that's what he said. Yeah.
He did.
And you know what? It turned out she wasn't interested. At the end of the week, all that talk and not in the least bit interested. But I can't say that I blame her. Okay, 20 before 10 on Zeta 4. Let's take a couple of calls, and then we're going to play a long record and go home. And it's in fact,
come back?
I don't think we'll even do the last newscast, do you?
It's up to you.
No,
I don't care.
Stan tells me that you leave at 9:57. You're out of the building and
Oh,
everything.
today it's going to be earlier than that.
Is that your limo right outside?
And you know what else? We only work 5 days on this show. We don't work on Saturday.
You know, he mentions that
lot.
every once in a while.
A lot.
He mentions that. Yeah,
And on Friday at 9:55, see, we got all the rest of the day off Friday, all day Saturday.
That's a tough life.
And all day Sunday. So it's almost like a 3-day weekend.
You know, you live a life much like my daddy used to have.
Yeah, I do spend a lot of time in the John. When you work for this company, man, you never go too far from the nearest John.
Just don't bring any reading material in there.
Yeah, I know. I try to avoid it. I remember that. I learned my lesson well. Okay, well, we're going to take a call from. If we're going to split early, we got to do the spots now.
Yeah, you know.
Is there any special? Now, you see, the problem...
It's an 8-minute song.
The problem with that is you're assuming that the break has to be at 40, is that it? Because we have 19 minutes to go. Now, 8 and 3, my arithmetic could be a little bit off. That sounds like 11 minutes to me, okay?
In other words, you're saying...
In other words, let me just ask you this question. Do I have trouble getting out of here at 10 o'clock every day? In other words, aren't we usually within 30 seconds, a minute, one way or the other? At the end of the show. Am I correct?
I was under the assumption that we either had to take it around 35 or 50. But
in other words, is that the law?
In addition to the 8-minute song...
In other words, you don't want us to get chewed out at the meeting today if we don't take the break at one of those approved times?
There, so I don't know.
What do you mean you're not going to be there?
I told you, I've got to do this...
This is an important meeting about the U2 concert.
I had to pull out this something really...
Wait a minute. Hold up.
You had to pull out? Don't you know there's a penalty for early withdrawal? What is this man talking about?
I don't know. I'm
He had
afraid
to
to
pull
ask.
out.
I don't want to
It
know.
is not between midnight and 6 in the morning, okay? Now, we did come on at 5:55 this morning, and you used some vulgar language.
It was funny, though,
which is
wasn't it?
totally unrelated to my show. It was before the, was it before the ID, I hope?
Talking about the Christmas tree.
Whatever the hell it was. It had nothing to do with this show, okay? It was still part of the Peter Moon
It was
show.
a minute before 6.
It was part of the midnight to 6 block.
You bet.
Okay?
Maybe he should try the rhythm method.
Yeah, I think that might help.
So you're going to get out 11 minutes before the top of the hour, because we'll have 3 spots and then an 8-minute
No,
song.
no, what we'll do is we'll do the
Okay.
spots now.
Like I was
Which I know is shocking because it actually covers like parts of 2 quarter hours, which the consultants will not be able to handle that, okay? You understand what I'm saying? In other words, we might lose credit for both quarter hours. Now, there's no logic in that because nobody's going anywhere, right? The phones are solid, everything's been great, but we're taking a break at the wrong time.
That's right.
So we'll probably get chastised for that by Peter Bulger. You notice he's got his suspenders on today because we have this big meeting. Many days during the week lately, I've noticed no suspenders, but during the days when we have meetings, suspenders.
Well, he's got to have something to hold on to, right?
Yeah, well, that's about all he's got. That's the popular rumor in Plantation, I'll tell you that. Okay, let's take the break, and then we come back. We can chat with Elvis Jr., we can take a call or two, and then, without any pressure, any of your hysteria, then we can do it.
Hey, this is Dave.
Okay, here we go. And not only do we have Elvis Jr., we have a surprise celebrity standing by. Hello.
Hey, pal.
How you doing, pal?
All right.
No changes.
No change. Hey, listen, is my pal EJ there?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, man.
How
How
are
you doing, pal?
You're up pretty early this morning, huh, buddy?
I am, man. I'm hurting.
Are you calling from the Ferrari?
No, man, I'm at home on my walker-phone, you know, out listening to you on the balcony.
Oh, are you locked out?
Nah, man, I'm just, digging the cool air, you know what I mean?
Is that right?
Yeah. Hey, listen, man, I got a question for Glenn.
Yes, sir.
You had a picture of the most beautiful girl I've seen in my
Oh,
life.
my gosh. You know, that was sent in, Don Jr., that was sent in by a listener. Isn't that interesting?
Hey, man, I gotta know her number.
Do you?
I know she's up to no good, man.
Is that anonymous? Was that anonymous?
Yeah, it was sent in anonymously, Don Jr.
What does he mean? He knows she's up to no good, and he wants to be in on that? Is that what you're saying?
That's it, pal.
I see.
I understand.
You got this thing. You got this thing for young blondes. It sounds like.
I got a thing for anything looking like that, man.
In other words, he wants to say, "Oh God, that's no good." Is that what you're trying to say, Don?
Hey, EJ, I heard that too, man. It sounds really good.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
When are we gonna get together and jam, pal?
Are you still playing down at that club in the beautiful downtown Hallandale area?
Yeah, I am. That's the Button South.
I'm surprised Neil hasn't stopped by there because he hangs out in Hallandale all the
Yeah,
time.
they like me a lot there. In fact, Sonny Rosenberg's throwing a big bash for me there next week.
The Big Bang.
Yeah, the Big Bang.
Hey, they were hot, man.
Did you get together with your keyboard player and?
Yeah, we're doing that this weekend, but
You're doing.
man, I'm serious. I got laid up. My arm's all messed up.
You got what? You got what?
I got kind of laid up. Not laid down, but laid up. You know what I mean?
What happened to
Up
you?
my arm, so we had to cancel last night.
Is that
I
right?
heard there was a riot, but what can I do?
Of
Anyway,
course.
listen, EJ,
Yeah, buddy.
take it easy, pal, and I'll get in touch with you. All right?
You got it, buddy.
You can have Don Jr. You can have those pictures if that will do any good at all.
Is that a promise?
You got it.
I'll bring them with
Hey,
me.
pal, that'll help a lot of lonely nights. You know what I mean?
No problem, Don Jr.
Hey, you guys have a great show. Take it easy.
Okay, Don. See you later.
Bye.
Okay, he's just like his daddy. He spent a lot of those lonely nights.
Yeah.
Stan will come by and keep him warm. There's no question about that. It's 12 minutes before 10, and we can take a call or two here. And just, we got Chicago standing by with that 8-minute cut.
Oh, so we do have a couple of minutes.
Which cut are you doing from Chicago?
Beginnings. You can relate to that.
Of course.
Kind of like it's now or never. It's kind of like the same.
I used to like the one that you played during the Iran-Contra here. What was that one? Conversations or Dialogue? Or something? Something like that. It's a great song.
Yeah, it is.
That's one of the first ones, wasn't it?
You never hear that
No,
one.
that was about, 69?
Well, when did they